I'm gonna go grab cookies.
The time has come. The time has come.
All right.
Let's get this show on the road here.
All right, Matthew.
All right. Are we all here? We all ready? We all present? Ears on. Like I tell my baseball team. Are the ears on, boys?
Fuck up, coach.
Okay.
Fuck you, coach. You can't even hit a ball.
Whatever. So, in the last session, the GOA was successful in destroying yet another one of the 4 soul cairns. After traversing this long passageway of stone beside this river of souls, you eventually made your way to this large dam armed with 2 ballistas. And you were successful in clearing out that dam of all of the foes and leaving one alive, and that was a Githyanki assassin. After quickly talking with him, maybe feeling a little bit of pity even, he decided to, in his last thing he would do before he died, he would show you a path that was unknown to the rest of the forces. You all narrowly escaped possible death of falling into the river by the quick thinking of Baslin with the carpeted rug, the flying rug, and the idea of tying each other together by rope. You guys were nimble enough that you made it all the way to the opposite side of the river, to the end of the river itself, and made your way into a little guard tower. Within that guard tower, you peeked open the front door and saw before you the massive monster, this monstrosity of a being. You saw Thalazan, the river warden. You made a quick plan. Not sure if it was the right plan, but a plan that worked. You all decided you'd open the door and fight right there at the passageway. It got a little hairy for a moment. There's a very big cluster of bodies towards the actual narrowest part of the path itself, but you all
It was over in a
victorious.
blink of an eye for me.
Yeah, you were all victorious nonetheless. The plan worked.
Too bad at all.
Not without damage, but it worked. You guys destroyed and killed almost every abomination that was there. You removed this realm of Thalazan and destroyed the second soul cairn. On your way back, you guys sent in Darnell Mooney and the Swishy 2, I believe, to clear out the remaining patrolling guards, and you made your way back to the original island where the portals were located. Now, at the beginning of last session, you all chose to go on to a different path. You were not originally going to go to this River of Souls, but when you made it to the other portal, it seemed like it was inactive, was not working. You guys now have made your way back to the original island, the one in the center, and I believe you guys set up yet another one of Sadius's domains, the large temple, and you guys got rest. In that rest, I believe that Baslin had a nightmare of one of the soul harvesters, but he narrowly escaped as well, making a couple wisdom saves. You all wake up well rested, and you all walk out the front door of Sadius's temple. Is there anything that anybody wants to do real quick before I continue? That's where we'll start.
I think so.
Nobody else? Okay.
Doing some spell things in the background.
So it's been, at this point, about 8 hours since you guys destroyed the last soul cairn, and you noticed each time you would destroy these soul cairns, they would actually crumble into dust itself. After destroying that last soul cairn and the dust settling beneath this large fixture that held the crystal itself, you notice that the air itself almost grows thicker and heavier, harder to breathe. You notice that with the first one as well. As you guys stand outside right now, you notice that there's a deafening, you can hear it's very audible, there's a deafening guttural roar that reverberates through the skies of Feynarda itself. It even shakes the ground on which you guys are standing on. You notice the voice immediately. It is Vragorath. His voice is dripping with rage. He is filled with this hatred. You're actually even starting to notice a little bit of fear in his voice. There's a little tremble in his voice this time. You hear him scream out, "You may have destroyed my second cairn, but the third will not be as easy. You noticed I stopped the portal itself, but now watch as I destroy it." And you all notice the ground begin to shake underneath your feet. Before you have a chance to even catch your breath, you see this large explosion of light. This green energy erupts in the distance. In the distance in which where you guys saw the portal was originally located. The shockwave begins to rattle the floor. The floating platforms that you see scattered around Feynarda begin to even teeter a little bit in its power. This unmistakable aura of corruption begins to seethe and floods the air of Feynarda as the explosion appears to have occurred where the portal actually rested. It looks like it exploded right on top of its original location. The skies above you begin to darken, and a deep, eerie, green fog begins to roll in from your east and your west, and then from your north and your south, and it begins to encompass the area in which you are in. This twisted landscape begins to be swallowed by this eerie fog, and now the air itself becomes even harder to breathe in. You can taste the dust. There's this almost rotten egg smell that fills the room, this sulfur-like smell. And now you begin to see the ethereal skies, which were once almost beautiful in its way. For how as eerie as this area is, the sky was almost beautifully eerie. The stars and everything else, like the vastness of its sky, was in this weird way very beautiful. But now it is tainted and it's corrupted by Vragorath's wrath. This explosion seems to be unorthodox. It didn't look like it came from a device. This looks magical in nature. This fog begins to roll in and make these weird shapes. You begin to hear this hissing and these demonic roars. And you begin to feel like there's these creatures all around you on every edge. Everywhere you look, you feel like something is closing in on you. From behind you all, you begin to hear the sound of an army approaching. A massive, roaring wave of footfalls and war cries begin to close the distance behind you. You all glance over your shoulders to where the sound is originating from, and you see the shapes of these enemies closing in fast. Each one varying in size. Some of them have these wicked wings that fly above the ground. Zithra, you begin to notice this almost immediately. It starts to trigger back almost some thoughts and some of these nightmares you've had. These look like the imps that you've seen in your nightmares. You just see the shadows now flying in. You see these monstrosities of these creatures. Massive, humongous size. Some as big as Thalazon himself. Carrying these large, what look like cages on their back, and you can see the features of these demons standing on top. You immediately notice that the shadows themselves are a demonic horde, and they're advancing in from all directions. As you look behind you, now look in front of you. You look to your east and your west as well, and you can see these forces are moving in from every single angle. The distance is... Before you know it, everything is around you. You know that there's no chance of escape. The air itself is beginning to get harder and harder to breathe from. And you now begin to hear these hellish screams echo throughout the fog. And just then, as this despair begins to set in, is now you're actually seeing the faces of some of these demons. And you've never seen these creatures up close. You've seen some of these creatures that he has design that he has summoned. You've seen some of these nasty creatures from the waterways at the beginning of your adventure, but nothing quite like this. These demonic creatures actually strike fear in every one of you. You've never seen anything like this. And as that despair begins to set in, as you notice that within 20 seconds, you will have a horde crashing in on you, you begin to hear a familiar voice echoing from the chaos. You hear a voice, "Forward, men! For honor and glory!" And you begin to see these portals begin to pop up behind you, 2, 3 of them. A powerful booming voice, a deep voice, begins to echo. Sadius, you begin to almost immediately recognize this voice. And as you turn and look towards where this voice is coming from, you see this well-dressed, well-armored, beautiful dwarf running towards you.
That's my homie!
It is King Theron of Gol Theron. He is running from this portal with his army behind him. You see another voice, or hear another voice, coming from the other portal. "Fight together, warriors! United we are stronger!" This voice is your father. You know this to be sure.
That's my dad!
You see that Thaddeus is now running from the other portal, and him and King Theron begin to fight side by side as they form a shield wall around you all now. A large army of dwarves and all various water species begin to make a gigantic, what do they call it, a phalanx around you. Their swords all glow with this divine nature. You see that all the water creatures, all their these species, all their weapons glow with almost a bright white and blue color. And you see that each one of their armors is adorned with the symbol of Astitia. And then you see all of the dwarves. Some are battle scarred. Their gear is haphazard. You see that some of them are even using wooden shields. Some of them are just using basic weapons that they may have found off the ground or maybe on various battlefields here in Feynarda. You see that King Theron looks towards you now as they're closed in. Sadius, he looks towards you and he gives you a little wink and a smirk. He says, "It's good to see you, lad.
It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
You better get to the next spot. We'll hold them off as long as we can."
Sounds good. The temple, if you guys need to retreat, get in the temple. They can't touch you there.
Yeah, your temple still stands in the middle. And you see now as these creatures are bearing down, and now you begin to hear the clashing of these swords. All these horrible screams and roars happen as you begin to see some of the dwarves and the species of your people being launched in the air. But you also do see that a lot of demons are falling as well. Let me get this off here. Get that going for us. There we go. As you guys are sitting watching this, and the phalanx is slowly pushing itself in, you hear another familiar voice, and you hear a roar coming from the sky. As you look up, this fog that has been closing in explodes, and you see a bright light begin to appear. You see that Legolas and Frostfang have appeared with 5 dragons as they torch the landscape before them, annihilating a large portion of the demonic army itself. The skies above you rumble, and from that fog you see descending upon you guys Legolas. He's closing distance quick. You see he's seated on the back of Frostfang, and you hear him speak out to you. "Quickly, Guardians! Time is running out." He urges you all forward and commands you towards these dragons as all 5 dragons begin to land right in the middle of this phalanx. Their scales all beautiful and gleaming with light. "Quickly! We'll escort you to the next location."
Alright. Hustle over.
Go!
You all quickly hop on the back of each, you saddle each one of these dragons individually. You all have your own dragon now. You hear that Legolas calls out to you. He goes, "Fregora's forces are gathering for one final stand. We must take you to the next island because this may be the end. Time is running out." And as he says that, you all begin to soar up. The dragons, without even you pulling any of the steering them at all, they begin to follow in tandem. The dragons leap into the air, and the wind whips past you guys' faces as you guys soar above the battlefield. As you look below, you can see that the phalanx is slowly closing in, and you see that there's actually some deserters of the dwarves and of the water species running into the temple itself, heeding what you told them, Sadeas. You see that King Theron is escorting and pointing them towards. He's not running in. He's telling his men to get in. He's pushing them forward, and your father is doing much of the same. You see, though, in the distance, a massive abomination that is plowing through the army. The phalanx cannot hold it. It is flipping dwarves up and the warriors of Astitia left and right. And you see that now it's closing distance. In the back of your mind, Sadeas, you begin to have this fear that kicks into your body. That thing is going right towards your father and right towards Theron. It has been commanded to take out the leaders, and it is closing fast. You almost want to look away, but you instinctively just watch as the dwarves and these warriors of Astitia just begin to be trampled. And before you know it, about after 10 seconds of watching this, you see that King Theron pulls out his sword and holds up a large kite shield, and your father stands next to him with a pole arm. And as this abomination closes forward, it stops right before them, holds up its arms, and begins to lurch forward, getting ready to slam the ground. And you see your father plow his trident into the ground. And this explosion of light blows off the ground, blinding the creature as it puts its arms up against its eyes. King Theron quickly runs and takes the opportunity to slashes at its leg, and you see it dip down quickly, holding at its large laceration now in its leg. Instinctively, it smacks back, and when it does, it slams King Theron, and he goes flying 10 feet and falls right into the edge of the temple. You see that he lurches down, and his head is resting as if he's unconscious. Your father now stands before this beast alone. Your father quickly holds up his trident again, looks behind him, and he sees the last few of his men running in. He sees that King Theron is unconscious, and he knows that he can't leave him. So he runs over to his side and quickly grabs his arm as the creature closes in the distance, now limping, though, at the strike from Theron. Your father wakes him up. You see that Theron dusts off his shoulders and begins to limp himself. Your father puts his arm around him, and as they close the distance, they're trying to move as fast as they can. The creature reaches forward and grabs Theron by the leg and yanks him up, and you see now that Theron his head is facing towards the ground as he's held upside down. Your father takes the opportunity to lunge forward and stab his trident into the side of this beast. The beast again aches out in pain and screams, and instinctively reaches out his other arm and grabs your father. And as he does, he drops King Theron and grabs your father by his leg and his arms, and he begins to make a motion as he's going to tear your father apart. It's at this moment, in front of you, you hear a scream, this roar from Frostfang, as these ballista bolts begin to fly past each one of you. A ballista bolt lands clear straight into the chest of Frostfang, and you begin to see him whimper as he's falling forward now. And Legolas turns towards you all. "You must go now! We must land! Frostfang may be deceased!" And you see Frostfang's eyes begin to go unconscious as they're doing now a dive bomb straight down. Legolas takes the opportunity. He looks towards you, Azadeth, and you see him take his staff, and he shoots this beam of light, and as it lands directly into your chest, you begin to feel this eruption of power in you. You begin to feel your arms and your legs begin to expand as you suddenly explode with light. This purple and green haze begins to form around Azadeth. You're now levitating in midair. You cannot move as each one of your arms is pulsing out. You feel as if, like it's the Hulk, your clothes are busting around you. You all just see this large fog circling around Azadeth in immaculate speed. It's so fast, it's a blur. You can barely see bits and pieces of him. And each time you do, you see as if there's this large arm that sticks out, this large leg. And then suddenly, again, an explosion of light happens as this green and purple haze dissipates. And now you all look at a large crystallized black dragon. Azadeth, you have fully taken on your form. At this point, you now flap your wings and you are floating. You're not the size of a full adult dragon yet. You're a young adult dragon right now. For a temporary time, you have an opportunity to fly forward. And you hear Legolas speak to you. Use your power here. Destroy the abomination. And then join your party. Do it!
Do I have breath? I assume, so I'm just gonna circle around and try to do what other dragons do and see what happens.
You instinctively ask yourself these questions in your mind, and you just know you've seen other dragons do it, so you quickly open your jowls and just start thinking about this. And as you do, you've been using magic this entire adventure, and you've felt power before, but you've never felt power like this. As you open your jaws, this massive green flame begins to protrude out, and it just torches these waves of demons. Hundreds of them gone in one breath. And as you do, you look down and you lock eyes. This is all happening in seconds as you see your Sadeas' father is fighting for his life at this point. He's got the trident in between his arms, and he's just fighting. Every time he tries to pull, he's cutting each hand with these daggers he has open. He's trying not to be pulled apart. And you zero in on this abomination, and you instinctively just hear the voice of Legolas telling you, forward, forward. You begin to flap, and you make this gust, a barrel roll toward the abomination. What do you want to do?
I'll grab him. I'm gonna see if I can grab him.
Okay.
Just gonna fling
Roll a regular attack with all your bonuses.
my longbow, basically.
Yeah.
Off all this stuff.
.33. Yeah. You quickly gust forward as you're spinning in a barrel roll. As you do, you get real low to the ground and your wings are out, and you're just clipping demons. They're flying up in the air. You get close to this abomination and you reach out to your two front arms with your claws, and you lunge forward and grab his skull. And as you do, you feel this power, and you hear that voice in the back of your head again. Feed! As you lift this abomination off the ground now, this thing is just aching out in pain. You see now that Sadeas takes his opportunity, stabs a dagger in this thing's hand, and as he does, he slides down all the way and lets go. And he falls about 15 feet and lands on the ground. You see him fall to the ground in pain. He's still on his knees. He's dragging himself. And you see Theron come out and reach and grab Thaddeus, and he begins to pull him in. With a couple other dwarves, they make a phalanx, and they pull each other into this temple, and they shut the door. You now hold this gigantic abomination 15 feet above the ground. With ease, you hold this thing forward, holding its skull. Do you feed? Or do you just throw it down?
Yeah, like I'll dig my claws into it.
Jagger. You dig your claws into it?
Yeah, kind of like I did with the other.
Yeah. So you begin now, as you hold it up, you just sink your claws in, and as you do, you just hear this large beat as this nasty ichor begins to pour from his head. You hear a pop as his head explodes, and now you hear that voice in the back of your mind. Even more now, even stronger. Good. Feed. And you begin to feel that pulsating sensation all through your body now. You begin to feel as though you're beginning to lose power at the same time. You feel as if you're beginning to go back to your mortal form. You quickly notice, and you hear Legolas' voice appear to you again. Fly back to the group now. You must rest.
I'll put my zoomies on and fly back.
You all watch this happen now, and Sadeas, you take a breath of relief as you see your father has safely made his way back into the temple. And all these times where you were fearful about what Azadeth may become or what he may do, there's this moment of relief, not only that your father's alive, but there's this moment of relief that he used his powers to aid you in some way, to help you save your father. And as you all see him flying back, You all look in the horizon now. Without Legalai, without him being your guide, you look to where you must go. You didn't know where this portal took you, but it's evident. You guys see in the distance this imposing fortress. It looms on the horizon. It's very, very large, and it's unmistakable. This is where you need to go. This is the domain. This is the castle of Rhaegorath. You know that there's a soul cairn here. That is the last one before you actually take the final fight to him. You know this is where the heart of his power is, and once this cairn is defeated, this is it. You will all face the man that has brought so much pain to you and your families face to face. You guys prepare yourself for the final trial. You all take this last breath, this breath of relief now that you've kind of made it out of that chaos, and now that you've seen all the forces have made their way into this sanctum of defense. You fly forward for about another 20 minutes, and you see there's an area that has perfect for landing. A little open area with two large gates that loom in the front. Let me get us there real quick. You all see this. You will all land right here at this front of these gates. As far as kind of opened up here, and you can see there's a spot where you don't see any foes. It seems relatively quiet for the most part.
Well, must make haste. Shit going on up there. We need to break this cairn as quick as possible.
And as you guys land, all the dragons, all four dragons land, and they begin to fly off. And the fifth dragon that flies in, you see this large black dragon. And as you all know, it's Azadeth at this point. You saw him form, but as you see him landing, you can see his veins. Even at this point, they're glowing like neon. It's this green. Think of like a bodybuilder after he's done a big workout. His veins are pumping. These are all neon green. And he lands, and for a moment you see the dragon fall to the back knees, and then falls forward, and its head hits the ground, and you see this fog begin to form around him, and then within a second you see that Azadeth is laying down on the ground.
Is he naked?
Nope.
Yeah, am I naked?
Still got your armor on.
Okay.
You all right?
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Everything
yeah,
good? You wore out?
I feel fantastic.
Can you do that again?
I don't know. I don't feel like I can.
Yeah, it looked like Legalot did it to you, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it
He
looks like
shot
maybe.
you.
Oh. It's like everybody over there is doing okay now, so we need,
I
to,
just
we
wanna
need,
s-
to, we
I
need
just-
to end
I
this.
didn't say this. I apologize for not believing in you, and thank you so much. I owe you my life.
Yeah, it was sketchy. I'm glad I picked up the right person. Your dad and that guy were real close together.
Yep, that would have been bad. That could have been interesting.
He looked like he was doing good over there, though. Him and Theron.
Let's get this shit done.
Yeah, we need to move.
Does this look like
This gets
flame
worse.
shooting out?
Yes, so as you guys land on this area now, what you've noticed on each landscape you've been to, it's been somewhat, there's been vegetation. It's been somewhat, at least resembled the mortal realm in some way. There was plant life, there was trees, a dirt. It wasn't a pretty dirt, but there was dirt. Here, however, when you land here, this is a hellish landscape. The ground is this dirt, cracked stone. There's these large vents that are about 5, and they change and vary in size. Some narrow, maybe about a foot wide, but they're deep. You can't tell how deep they go, and there's this heat that irradiates from them. And some that go about 15 to 20 foot wide. And you see these large plumes of green flame coming out of them. And the smell of sulfur here is incredibly strong. It's putrid. The smell here is it's taken some time to get used to. You almost want to gag at the smell itself, but then the heat, The heat, it's very, very hot. And you see that there's all these almost volcanic-like crystals that are all lined up in various spots. Some against these large, towering cliff walls. You see, you're kind of in a chasm here. And all around in this chasm, above you, you see all these large, demonic-looking buildings. They are this almost onyx black with this red, crusty red paint on the bottom. And they're all very spiky and not traditional in any way. They're not even elven-like. This kind of architecture is like nothing you've ever seen before. It's different. It's the only way you can describe it is it's very crude. It's inhuman.
When we get in here, it's just big open, like we don't see any movement of it.
Yeah, and it's huge in here. You don't see anything right now. As you kind of look in the horizon, that fog, that dense green fog that was covering you on the original island is here as well. It looks like that explosion's covered the entire realm at this point, and it's obscuring your vision heavily. You can see about 20 foot in front of you clearly, and then it just gets increasingly harder to see as you go forward.
Okay, well, you just keep going forward. Stay semi-close together because we're going to be hard to be able to see. So, I want to avoid these fissures though, at all costs.
Yeah, it's hard to see them, but every once in a while you see a burst of light, and then you can feel the heat. It's almost impossible to walk right into them if you are just paying attention to the heat itself. Let me let the dogs in real quick.
I don't know how much sneaking we're going to be able to do in this giant open area though. So, should we be together or should we like line up long ways or something once we get out in the open so we don't get hit by some, fireball or some shit?
Maybe stay like 10, 15 feet away from each other.
It's like 80 feet, so like I could be in the middle. It could be like 15. Make a line, like we're searching for someone. One of those lines.
Do a search
line.
I like that.
I'll stand here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see
Wait till
Sadius
we
takes a misstep. Just hear.
He's
I'll
dead.
just come up. Once we get out here, I'll just be like kind of in the middle, and then try to tell people that.
Okay.
Pick on each side of me.
I'll move Azadeth up with you guys. He's kind of moving on.
Yeah,
You all-
kind of like that.
Yeah, you all make this perfect line, making sure you're within visible distance of each other. You're almost right at the edge of where you can see, but you can see everybody.
So, but from very left to right, they can't see each other, I assume.
No, yeah, from,
Or
like
yeah.
the farthest guy on the right can't see the farthest person on the left. Azadeth can only see Greg. Greg can only see Basil and Azadeth. You can only see basically 20 feet from you. So Greg
That
couldn't.
bad, huh?
Yeah, Greg couldn't see Sadius. So you guys have made this perfect line, basically, where you can see each other. The closest person can see the closest person, but like Zithra has no idea where Azadeth, Baslin, or Greg is. She's just instinctively hoping that Sadius sees Baslin and Baslin sees Greg and Greg sees Azadeth.
I can't see shit.
I just fall into a hole.
Hey.
We'll just, once I step up, I assume these two middle ones will step up and then follow down the line.
Yeah. Each step you guys take, again, that eerie feeling begins to take over. That feeling where you felt like somebody was watching you or coming up on you on that original island, that same feeling is here. The constant bubbling noises of these vents underneath you, the constant heat coming out of them, and the smell. It's hard to keep your focus where you're at. Also knowing that you're incredibly close to where Vragorath's domain is, his castle, his keep. You know that you're now in his stronghold. This is his home. That the what would I say here? The adrenaline that you're getting right now. It's hard to stay focused on what's in front of you. each time you guys move up, that feeling gets worse. This impending doom feeling just continues to get worse and worse each step.
Okay.
We are doomed.
Bub?
Moving the line. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I'll walk up. Just keep
I
moving
cast
up.
invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Now you all really can't see Azadeth.
Oh shit! I think Azadeth fell down a hole, Baz.
I'm over here to your right.
Oh, never mind. He
I'll
whispered
throw
to
up.
me.
I'll throw a pebble at you.
He throws
Who
a
goes
pebble.
there?
He throws a pebble at you, Greg, and I mean you were instinctively grabbing your handle, looking around. Your adrenaline's pumping. This area's got you guys really uneasy. As you all get to that
Must
point in
have
the
been
line,
So good wind.
Greg, you hear a familiar voice. A voice you've not heard in quite some time. A voice that has troubled you. A voice that has been a thorn in your side for a long time in your life.
Oh, tell me it's the
And
Bronze Wolf Company.
you look up and it's Bert. You see Bert Eugenhausen. I'm gonna get my revenge.
He's a ghost.
You, a voice that you thought you dealt with. You hear the voice of Kelath.
Oh. Okay.
I told you you could not kill me. You will soon find out what kind of power he has fed me. My mortal body was just a shell.
I thought that dragon when we first got here killed him. Like it was.
It was. He did. That's what it looked like. And
Okay.
you're the only one that
Well-
can hear this, by the way.
Oh well. We already killed you once. We'll just do it again.
I am welcoming you. Come to me.
I'm gonna be coming. Wait, that came out wrong. No, we're making our way that way.
You suddenly now feel a little more uneasy. You look down at your chest and you notice that bright blue that was glowing, that light of your God that has kept you somewhat tempered, you see this dim red light begin to appear. As now your chest is glowing half red and half blue. You're almost, this overwhelming feeling of anger is starting to burst. You want to kill. But at the same time, you begin to just feel your God pressing upon you, trying to calm you down. But each and every step, every 5 feet you move, you know you're getting closer to finally ending this foe that has caused you an intense life of pain.
I am ready to go whenever you are, Kelvath, whatever your name is.
Here we go. All right. As you guys continue to move forward, you do notice that there is now about 20 feet from you these mysterious little floating islands. They're not very big. They're about 30 foot wide, 20 foot long. Some of them even have little trees on them. They're dead trees. You see them, they're kind of scattered and they're floating at varying heights. Some lower than others. Yeah, you guys all know that he just told you. These little islands kind of float in various ways, and through the fog, you see what looks to be like another gate, kind of like the one you landed by here on this part. And this gate's not as large, but you can't tell what's on the other side. It looks like as you get closer, the entrance to this is about 10 foot.
It's going to be us bedtime.
Yeah, go lay down. This entrance is about 10 foot wide. It's very small. The tower itself, these doors are looming very large, but it's just a 10 foot little way that you can go through.
Okay.
They're up. How high are they above us?
Oh, these are the little islands are floating around. That's just something that caught your eye. And then there are doors in front of you, about 20 foot in front of you. And then it's just a 10 foot wide that you can walk through. Is what it looks like from this distance.
Should Azadeth just walk through there and see what he sees? I mean, I can't see him, so hopefully no one else can too.
Yeah, since you said he went invisible, I mean, he can go check out. Tell him to go check out that door, maybe. He can get up there pretty close.
I can still hear while I'm visible. I hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, that door. Go check it out.
I can peek in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it
It's-
closed?
No, it's more of like it's kind of like what you see on here. It's kind of an opened gate instead of more or less than a door. Sit down,
Down
Jagger.
here?
Yeah, up here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get closer.
Yeah.
Kind of keeping an eye on my steps.
You begin to.
Not stepping in any of this green lava.
Yeah, no, you easily make your way through, and you get up to this large gate, and you can hear these inhuman-like growlings. It's this guttural noise. It's a very uneasy feeling. You kind of, for a moment, the fog is very dense in here. And what you're seeing is that these vents are actually creating these pockets of steam, and it's actually producing some of this dense fog, making it harder to see. But you continue to focus kind of on the sounds, and you try to pinpoint what that may be, and you begin to kind of think back on your journey and what you fought in the past, maybe what Vragoraz has here, and you remember when he was talking about Kelath, what it is you fought on your way to Kelath, these hellhounds, and you remember kind of what they sounded like. They kind of, it's hard to erase from your memory what they looked like and what they sounded like. As you get closer, you can kind of almost hear these wet paws on the on this cobblestone floor here, this rocky terrain. And you pierce your eye, you keep looking through, and you see now varying different creatures. You're gonna be right in here. You see these large hellhounds, multiples. And they're these brood, maybe some of their offspring, these little ones that just kind of are scattered all around.
The big ones and then little ones that.
Yep.
Oh man.
Coming from the top
So I'm
there.
trying to make sound. I'm just.
No,
gonna
you guys are down
slowly
here on the
Backpedal.
bottom.
Oh, we're
Oh,
down.
I skipped all of them.
Yeah.
Just gonna backpedal as quietly as I can to go.
Yeah.
Inform the rest of everybody. Guys, there's giant hellhounds in there, and then
Cool.
Fun.
small hellhounds.
Can we sneak
They
They
around?
say the word
Uh,
hellhound
just-
because I just assume that's what they call them. I don't know. They have lava coming out
Yeah.
of their mouths.
Is this like just a 10-foot opening we have to go through? There's a
Yep.
big wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we can't go around.
I don't know.
You
Last time
couldn't
we
use
went
the
through a
flying
doorway,
carpet
we
to go over them?
You what?
How big's the wall? Can we send a few people over the
Flying
walls?
carpet.
Yeah, the wall's pretty large, but you could, if you wanted to fly a carpet over it, you definitely could do that.
Could we fly over them, get a couple people over there, hide them, come back, pick the rest up, go back over?
Not a bad idea.
Might be able to get on top of one of the islands.
I was thinking too. We want to clear this out and fight them. Or you thinking just try to skip the whole room?
I'm just saying we skip them because I don't know about you guys, but we need to save as much as possible for whatever this thing that's guarding that. Well, it's probably Kelath.
And here I will tell you
Refight
this.
him.
This here, this is like a temple. That doorway. It takes you into like you can't tell on the map, but you see there's little buildings back here on the back of it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a building.
It's enclosed.
It's enclosed.
they-
Yeah.
What if they hear the fight and then come and
That's what I was going to
join in the middle of us?
But this one
Yeah.
you can definitely fly over. It's about 40 foot tall. The gate is.
Maybe at least put ourselves in better positions than
How-
last fight.
How tall is the wall?
The gate itself is 40 foot.
Okay, and the wall's the same, like 40 foot up.
Which walls are you talking about? Like the walls over here?
The wall on the side of the gate. Like if we put a couple people that are ranged up on top of the wall.
There's no wall.
how
Like, the gates are basically, there's this natural formation. You're in a chasm. And these gates are bolted into these large, the mountainside, I guess.
Gate.
Not really mountains. It's like an iron gate. Think of Lord of the Rings when they get to Mordor and there's that large gate at the front. Just kind of built into the terrain.
Oh, it's sleeping at that part, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Best movie ever, but okay.
So yeah, I guess we could take 3 over. That's what are pretty much standard. Get 3 on that carpet. At least get on one of these, maybe. So then we can
I'll
have
just
3
sprout
come in.
my wings,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll just fly over.
How what's the highest island? Like
That island there
are
is going to
these
be
way
that,
too high?
That'll be your highest island. That one's about 120 up.
Is there any like 10 feet up? 20
No,
feet
no,
up?
nothing 10
Okay.
feet up.
60, 30,
60 here.
60?
Yeah,
Okay.
60's here.
You can maybe get on an island, but we
I'm
probably
gonna fly
can't.
up to an island.
Yeah, I mean, because I could keep them. If that's the plan, I could keep them
I mean, I think
here.
you
That
could
I
get
like.
Zithra up there too.
Well, I don't know if Zithra has 60 foot of range.
No, it's a hand
He
crossbow.
does that.
And I'm kind of worried about getting stuck up there. I
Yeah.
always like to get
He
down.
can
I
get
don't
down.
know.
She can teleport, but it's 60 feet. No, I think she can only. I've
Yes.
seen her only go 30.
Okay, never mind. As I was.
I
We
think
can
we just
separate it a little
yeah,
bit though, so
separate
we're
as
not all
much as
running through
possible.
here. And we could do a
maybe I go first and
get a
do a
shot in.
I'll do a distraction. I'll put some like darkness or something in the background. I'll give you guys some time.
Can you and Zithra coordinate? Can Zithra be riding on the carpet with you, Baz? Azadeth, you fly up, and they both shoot at the same time to get their first hits off,
Yeah, we can do that.
and then you can fly, fly her back down or whatever.
Yeah, we can
Go
try
like
that.
normal, but
And then you and Sadius go through the door, or Sadius, where you want me to drop you off, like over here?
I'm not getting too far from people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
I think
maybe
you guys
be-
need to
maybe
kinda
be with-
close.
be with Greg through the door then.
Beach, how far is the
Be
door?
behind
Like,
Drake.
is the
Yeah,
door
yeah,
right
yeah.
where Sadius is?
Yes. So it's Sadius.
And then how far?
There's
is
Baslin and
he?
Sadius. That's a 10-foot gap.
Okay.
That's what you guys can
Okay.
get through.
And
We'll
then
land.
is it?
Go ahead.
Sorry, are they like right on the other side of the door, or is
Yeah.
it 10 foot back?
So where Sadius is at, he's 15 foot from
Yeah.
Hellhound. Like right when you
Okay, at the
15
door.
foot from the
It's all,
door.
it's all accurate on the map, yeah.
Yeah, everything's
Okay.
accurate.
Well,
on
I,
that, yeah.
I just didn't know if because Sadius, you could hide technically on the other side of the door and only pop your head out to cast and
Yeah.
use it as cover. Especially if they're going to use a fire breath attack.
Just put the
I have
back
fire
on.
resistance, so I'm pretty.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then I'll bring her in to shoot, and then maybe we'll land over here somewhere underneath Azadeth, maybe.
Yep, and I'll try to just keep him focused, like right in front of the gate. I mean, I don't know if I will, but I'm just gonna take it to him.
I think we'll do that.
Hey,
Once you
Boom.
see us come over Azadeth and start going down, you shoot, and then she'll shoot that first one, and then we'll land.
Can I stay invisible while sprouting my wings?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not an attack or a spell, is it?
Yeah, not attacker spell.
And that rules is written spell or attack. I don't know.
Technically, that's just you,
No.
right? It's
No,
like
yeah,
breathing.
this guy. It
It's the
doesn't.
same thing.
Yeah, no, that work. It doesn't hold concentration, so it doesn't compete with it. And it's not an attack or
I'm
anything.
gonna kind of fly over the wall and kind of look for the lowest of the islands that are close to the wall.
Yep, should be this one right here.
Okay.
And there's like a little. This one's kind of like each one has little various islands that are close to it. It looks like, and there's vegetation on each one of it, but it's gray. What the vegetation reminds you of is the vegetation you saw in Ravenfell and everywhere in the Estoian Empire. It's dead. This area used to have life, but it's now been dead. And it just strikes you to know that everywhere Vragorath has been, he doesn't just kill the people, the lives there. He kills the vegetation. He kills life in general.
Before he goes, I'll be like, hey, hold on a second. And before he flies up there, I'm going to bond everybody.
Okay.
And then ask him if he has anything inspiring to say to us before he flies over.
We scout it out. Wait on my mark. We got this. Let's clear this place out. I believe in us. Yeah, I'll cast.
3, 2, 1, team.
21, right? Or 19?
I count it every time, so.
It's 21, I believe.
70.
16. 21.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, that sounds right.
70.
Like 190 or something?
You can't stack.
No,
10
cannot
health,
stack
right?
10 pain points. No.
Okay,
No.
I didn't think so.
So I'm gonna lay when I land. I'm gonna
Yeah.
lay on my belly and try to, scoot up to the ledge.
Okay.
If I
Going
lay
Chris
back
Kyle
here,
sniper position.
if I lay back here, can I see them or anyone see me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how up?
You don't know that any of them can see you unless, like, maybe.
Well, I meant,
obviously,
like, not.
But you're in it.
If I can see them, they can see me. type
You
of
can
situation.
see.
If I wasn't invisible.
You can see pretty decently. You can see here. You can see from this hellhound to the bottom one. So here to here, but you cannot see what's behind, and it's
Until I kind of scoot up, right?
even when you scoot up, all you can see is these guys. The vision in here is incredibly obscured.
It's because it's foggy. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's bad.
Okay.
Are you guys moving up to the front, like you said?
No, I would say, I mean, I don't want to speak for Sadius, but I would say we're waiting just right on the other side of the door. And when we hear those shots fired, I'm going to run out and rage. So that's my, like,
Okay.
when they shoot,
So
and
you're
hit,
when you hear
I'm
action,
running out
you're,
raging.
you're raging. Okay, so then
I'm just gonna
Yep.
summon Swishy.
you're gonna summon Swishy. Zithra is shooting too, or no? Or is it just Azrael?
Yeah, that's the plan. Zithra and Azadeth are going to try to hit the first.
Okay.
I think.
So Zithra's gonna be in the behind one of you guys, close enough to shoot.
no, she is, well, I guess
I'm
she
taking her
technically
over.
could.
Okay. Where are you
I thought
taking?
you were taking her over somewhere.
Where are you taking her on that thing? Which direction?
Well, I don't know if she wants to stay or not. Holler at her.
Is Zithra?
Oh wait, she's doing
Hey,
some homework.
do you care where you go to shoot? Okay, no.
I'm gonna fly over the top and then do a dive bomb, and then they're gonna shoot at the same time, and we're gonna land like under Azadeth.
Okay. All right. So just so we know, bonus action rage. Sally's gonna pull up Swishy. You can go ahead and put Swishy out in you wherever you want to put him.
Actually, I'm not gonna land. I'm gonna stay
Okay.
15 foot in the air.
Okay. Okay.
That ain't bad.
All right. So as you go up, Basilin, on the hold on real quick. Oh, nice! I just saw the picture. Hey, as you guys look at that picture, he posted. As you go up on the carpet, you begin to get towards the top of the wall, and there's this moment of, like almost for a moment of dizziness. As you get towards the top, you're kind of focused, and then for a minute you kind of have to shake your head. You feel like you're going to pass out for a moment. And you hear the voice of Iracel. You cannot see in here. It's too dark. Focus your power. Use your staff. Speak my name and I will give you light. And as that,
So
you
when
hear
I get to the top, I can't really see very good.
yeah, you for a moment you almost lose, and then you hear her voice and you're almost feeling like you're unconscious. Zithra actually notices at a moment, kind of holds her back for a moment, and you kind of snap back into consciousness, now hearing her voice, and you hold the staff in your hand, you're looking at it.
Okay, I'll grab my pendant too, and I'll put them together, and I'll just be like, Iracel, grant me light!
As you
Just
guys,
yell it.
you guys come over the wall itself. You see him say that, and he points his staff forward, and this explosion of light comes from the center, blasting away all the fog. And for a minute, you see all the hellhounds kind of douse back. See someone put their heads down.
That's our chance!
Azadeth, you quickly notice this being a sharpshooter, and so does Zithra. You guys notice this is your opportunity. They're not looking. You all get ready to take your shots, and as you do, Sadius, you see this as well. You cast Swishy. Greg, you see that light happening. You hear his voice, and you just as your chest begins to glow red. Now you see bursts of blue begin to take over. You feel this intense calm come out as you pull out your blade and you run in. Make your shots on whoever you want to shoot at.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna cast a darkness, maddening darkness back here where I just did the circle.
Nice.
Okay. So what does that do
That's
again?
Basically, darkness, 60 feet, 88 when they start their turn of psychic damage.
Okay. So
What spell level is that? 8?
Yeah.
7? Okay.
as you see this,
It's gotta be big.
this blast of light goes off, Baslin, and you instantly look forward and you have this feeling of, oh, my God has done this. And then an intense darkness begins to encapsulate your light
The complete opposite.
and just covers everything you've done. You can't see in there now, but all the shots go off right before this happens, before the magic darkness hits. Zithra is able to get a shot out. So, Zithra, Azeth, you weren't shooting, that's what you were doing, right?
Nope, and I kind of left this guy's, like,
Yeah.
you know, leg visible
Oh, yeah,
enough,
yeah,
or
you're good.
part of his head, or, you know, something
Yeah.
like that, so they could do their spells on him if they wanted.
All right. So, Zithra, go ahead and make your attack with
That's my
with
connection with-
advantage.
Swishy.
Yeah, I guess if you wanted, because you would have saw that first. 'cause
Alright,
that
and
was
then-
supposed to be.
I'll put
You
right
could
there.
At the same
right,
time,
you could
type
have.
of thing.
Yeah.
Then roll your
That was the signal
assassin
when to
damage.
go.
This should be an auto crit, right?
It's just so fucking big.
Yeah.
It's ginormous.
It's crazy. And it's
Alright.
8d8, which is even crazy.
Re-roll that.
Yeah, it should be auto crit. Is that your crit roll? There we go. There's a crit
70.
roll. All right. So, as this all happens at once, light, darkness, Zithra's on the carpet. Quickly, she leans over, kind of stabilizes her crossbow on your shoulder, Baz, and you see this thing come forward, and you just hear this hellhound as this massive amount of damage comes out forward. Greg, I'll say you get. Where are you at, Greg? Are you on here? I didn't think
You
you're on.
muted?
Oh, I was just right behind, right by Sadius,
Yeah, let's
hiding
see.
on the door. But there I am.
Yeah, let's get. We're gonna
So
say.
I think that would only be
I'm
like.
gonna say you got
what?
to there. I'm gonna say you ran out. You got almost to 15 feet as combat's gonna start. So then I'm gonna call
Oh,
a
okay.
turn order.
Okay. Oh, Zithra's not on there either.
Yeah, put her on there right next to
Gosh,
Baz.
she has a test tomorrow.
You forgot she has one?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Why does it do this?
What's the test on, sis? Is it math?
I don't even know where I'm supposed to be. I'm so sorry.
Right
You're
next,
with me on
right
top.
next to Baz.
Yeah, you're on top of Basilin.
Yeah, we said it's the end of the
You can
world.
just
We
move
might
her
as well
each.
go out with it, you know. That's what
Roger
we're doing
said
on the
that.
carpet while you guys are fighting.
She's right here, Veach. I don't know if you
Come
can see
pick
her.
me up.
Oh, you guys want
Over
that
here.
way over there?
No. She just threw
He just
herself out
threw it
there.
on her.
She's-
Oh, I was like, don't do that.
She's with Baz.
Yeah, we're right on.
Yeah.
We just flew over and down.
Okay.
Gosh darn it.
All right. Everybody, roll your initiative. Get them on there, and I'm gonna start rolling on mine.
We can't use bond, correct?
You can.
Yeah. What, son?
Oh.
Hey. Rolling halfway decent.
Initiative.
All right. Is everybody on there? Everybody's bond go through or no?
No, not yet.
Get your bonds on there.
Oh, yep.
I am updated.
Me too. Oh, maybe if it lets me. There we go. I'm good.
All right. Everybody's good, right? Let's get this thing in descending order.
I am on.
Whoa, Baz going first. What is up with that?
No.
No,
Oh, never
that's not
mind.
Baz.
Okay, so Baz is not 26, right?
No.
I mean, Baz, you still have my 1d8 on you.
Zithra, what are you?
I still have that from last time.
24?
Gideon,
because
what am
I
I?
hate hours.
4?
24?
That's
Okay.
what I missed.
Greg, what is yours?
Once a day.
24.
Sadius, what is yours?
19.
Azadeth.
8.
I don't know why
Nice.
it does that.
When you first open it, does it show the old ones?
Nope. I clear it too. It's been doing that ever
Did
since.
Did to Harry and JD, I feel like.
Did it a
Towards the
couple
end.
times when, yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay, there we go. All right, Zithra, it is your start.
And times that amount. Okay.
All you can see at this point is just the edge of these paws of this gigantic hellhound.
This one.
Yep.
I'll just go ahead and shoot at it then.
Yep. And it should, with that darkness, has it got advantage, Gary?
If she can't see it, is that what you're saying?
Well, she can see its paw. Does she get
That's up-
advantage
yeah, it's up
since it can't see her? Does it get advantage, or does she get
Oh.
advantage?
Yeah, yeah, because if you can't see
Okay.
your attacker, you get advantage.
Yep, so advantage. And this thing hasn't went yet, but you already
Oh,
did
I
your
did.
assassinate on it, right? Can you do assassinate on the same target
Yes.
twice?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I missed that one.
No, if you haven't went yet, that's just the advantage part.
she just gets
She
advantage.
gets
no
double.
matter
She gets
what.
double advantage. Basically.
What does she get assassinate on this thing since it has?
That's only on like surprise rounds.
Oh, okay, okay.
She would.
Alright.
She gets sneak attack even if no one's
Yeah,
around.
gotcha. All right,
Right.
so this thing hasn't been hit yet, or it's been hit. So yeah, 30 hits.
Oh god. Alright.
Just roll your damage.
Out of 0.
32. All right.
32.
Yeah, you hear another howl of pain.
I might as well go ahead and shoot.
Okay. That'll hit.
Is that dumper?
For 10.
Yeah, how am I supposed to play with that in my screen?
You see this thing's slumping. This thing's slumping down. All right, is that in your turn, Zithra?
Yes.
Greg, you're up. You see
Okay.
this? You see one of the hellhound's heads is slumped forward. You're right next to Swishy, and you see this thing is hurt. There's blood pouring out beneath it.
All right, I'm gonna just move over because I can see the edge of this guy.
Yeah,
or at
you can
least,
see the edge.
like
yes.
enough to. Okay.
Yeah, you see enough of
I
it for
purposely
sure.
tried to do that.
All right, let's start swinging.
Okay,
Let's go, reckless baby.
reckless. I like that. Okay, 30 hits.
Good.
You eat that before you lay down.
All right, there's 25 damage.
Eat, okay, eat it.
Oh, crit, baby. Uh-huh.
How much damage was the first one?
25.
Oh yeah, you kill it. You cut
Okay.
down one of its large heads. It slumps to the ground.
And I'm assuming this darkness is
Magical
painful
darkness.
to me as well.
Yeah, when you get close, you just hear like weird laughter, gurgling noises, stuff that
We've
Oh,
seen
okay.
it
not to
before,
go in.
though.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
seen it.
we-
before.
Okay, well, I just
It's
didn't
like
know if.
Shrieks, gibbering, and mad laughter can be heard within the sphere. So the closer you get, you just hear all these weird.
Yeah, that's unsettling.
Okay. And then, I mean, I'll move. I'm actually gonna move right here, and I'll use my bonus action to. Actually, no, I won't. Can I use my bonus action just to pull out a torch and set it to my side?
Yeah, yeah, fine. That's fine.
Okay.
With that.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll
All
just
right.
pull out a torch and light it up and then set it down.
Sadius.
I'll step out here since I saw the big creature go down. I don't know. I don't want to enter that by myself. That's for sure.
If you have range attacks, you can shoot towards where you last, known they were. Just obviously have disadvantage, but
I'm gonna send Swishy in.
Okay.
When he's in there, can he see 5 feet? Is that what it is, or what?
no,
Or is
you,
it just
you don't think.
darkness?
Hit
Yeah,
darkness. Yeah.
Okay.
Like his eyes are closed. Like I said, can send him towards where you think he's at.
That seems really cheating.
That's how it works.
Uh,
I mean, you're gonna roll disadvantage. You're gonna roll
Yeah,
disadvantage.
you're gonna roll
and then once they
disadvantage.
move, then it's up
Yeah.
to Veach to say,
Yeah.
"How did you know?" And then you can say, "I heard the footsteps," or I can see him, so I can kind of call out positions.
Yeah, it'll be hard for even to hear footsteps if that thing you get close and you just
It's
hear
like, yeah,
gibbering.
right.
yeah, it
Yeah.
makes noise too. I'm just gonna ready an action.
Yeah, that's what I figured we do because they're gonna take 88 if they don't come out.
I'll ready an action, and when something comes out of it, I'm going to shoot my Kraken's Fury at it.
Okay.
And I sent Swishy in. If he hears something or whatever, then I guess I will, but
Okay.
he doesn't really hear. It's me, so
Gotcha. All right.
that's my turn.
All right. Let me see the spell again. They have to make a. What is it? A.
Wisdom saving throw. It'll be an 18.
Okay.
They take 88
All right.
psychic damage.
It's both terrain, is it?
Doesn't say it.
How much damage you said?
Can't
88.
remember
You want to roll it?
88.
Crazy.
I can just roll one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want me to?
Yeah. Just roll one. We'll,
Bet I didn't have like Blizzard or something to cast.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, you combo that with something. Actually, I might have something.
Ugh. That roll.
Oh my god!
Golly. All right.
This thing is gonna kill him.
That's the idea, I think.
That was a good roll too. It was better than half. Better than the average. By a
All
lot.
right. It is this one. Greg.
Take the damage and then they can move.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do whatever the hell they want to do.
That's a wisdom. All right, you see this one coming out. As he's coming out, you see that he has
Oh,
two heads, and one of them is just puking out this black ichor. And you see its eyes on one side are completely rotted out of its head, and its head is slumped over on one side. You only see one head is alive. It's going to make 2 bites
Oh.
towards you.
And then JD gets to shoot it too.
27 and a 27.
Yeah, they'll hit.
All right, you're going to take...
219, 3 19s. 3 of your first 4 19s.
Crazy.
At least the wisdom wasn't.
All right, the first attack.
I could summon us.
All right, you got 14 piercing
They can't move.
and 10 acid, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Vidar is pretty good too. I think it is difficult terrain for that.
Yeah, it's like tendrils.
24.
Pass. Okay, here's the second one. 14 piercing, 8 acid, and another Constitution saving throw.
20.
Gross. I don't like that. Oh, nat 20.
All right, you're good.
That
And
was
then-
conned out of his mind.
When Sadius gets back, we'll have him do his stuff. We'll go on to the next one. All right, this one here. That's going to be a... Alright, he's gonna get to here. You can make a attack, Sadius, from your
Okay.
ranged attack.
Yep.
Alright, that's gonna miss.
Okay.
You got Bond. I don't know if that'll help.
It might help.
Three.
That hits. Alright, roll your damage. Oh, your damage is already there. Alright, so 16.
Damage is there. Yep.
That one's really hurt. Alright, Greg. What's happening here?
Hey.
I clicked. What?
Hey!
It's blinking in your kitchen, JD. You leave something on?
It's the fucking. It's one of the lights plug into the wall.
It's not a
Alright,
good thing.
27 and a 21.
They both hit.
Okay, you're gonna take 16 piercing.
If the microwave light's on, it picks up on it, so it starts. to
9
flash
acid.
because it's daytime.
16, that fails your con save. You got bond.
Hold on. Can I Bond?
Yep.
17?
If you meet it, you pass it, right?
Yeah, meets it beats.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yep. All right. Here's the second one. That's
Okay.
11 piercing, 10 acid. Another con save.
Okay. I rolled it 16.
All right. That fails. Can't bond
Okay.
that one, I don't think. Right? You can only do it once.
No,
Or
no,
you
I
do
can
it
only
every
do
one?
it.
You can only
No,
bond
no,
one.
no. I don't think
Okay.
I can. I think it's just once a round.
What, yeah, what's a turn?
Yeah,
Basically, it
what's a
doesn't
turn?
reset again to all the way.
All right. Roll me a d10.
Dang it.
Yep. Your hit points are maximum is lowered by 10 for 24 hours, and that does stack. All right, Baslin, your turn.
Well,
Well.
Gross.
I will Sacred Flame to the guy on the left.
This one over here, the hurt one. Okay.
Yes, the first one, please.
All right.
It's a dex save, I
Dex
believe.
save. 7. He's
Fail,
gonna fail.
14 damage.
You see this beam of light come down again. You've still got your staff and your pendant held together, and you see a beam of this sacred fire, bluish in color, come down from the sky as it pierces through the fog, and you see this dog just roast as it just roasts and falls over.
That's why you made him a bunch of dogs, so you can watch us slaughter dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really
Yeah,
for Zithra. She wanted to kill those dogs that one
Well,
time.
yeah, it's weird character arc.
Yeah, kill kids, kill dogs, kill everything.
That's just gonna be it.
Greg. Wait, Greg, you already went, right?
Yeah.
That's Azadeth.
I don't know why you're on Azadeth. There you go.
All right. I am going to shoot at this dog right here.
Okay.
Bonus action. Hexblade Curse
All right,
first,
let me
and
put
then I'm
the
gonna
little-
shoot.
Put the thingy on here. We're gonna make that pink. You got advantage for sure. Both miss.
That rolls.
Yikes.
What's a 20 on one of those?
Yeah, that's a critty. All right,
Not much.
that's-
Mine are pretty flat damage.
30,
Some.
41. 41 on one attack's not little. All right. Yeah, that one hits.
Pop, pop. You know me.
That's it.
Next turn person.
All right. It is that
We're on
one's
a carpet
turn.
with Baz, 15 foot in the air.
Let's see, wisdom save. 5, so I'll take 48.
What?
Perfect.
Why are you upset?
You're with the healer. Has a lot of health.
All right,
You're close enough to be able to get off.
Greg.
I said
Oh!
we were talking about the end of the world, so we were just.
Here you go.
15 foot in the air, world's ending.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Actually, let's get right here. Nah, yeah, right here is fine. You guys are 15 foot up? How high are you up on that road?
15.
Did he take any psychic damage too? I
He
didn't
did.
notice.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Good.
What's psychic from? Maddening.
My
What's psychic?
AD, yeah, he's doing 48.
All right, Greg.
Sounds weird to say that. 4d8, but 48.
Greg, Sadie, everybody but Azadeth, make a dex
48
saving
damage?
throw.
Makes a what?
Dex saving throw.
Okay.
You see these heads, one pointing down, one pointing up. They both unhinge their jaws, and you see this flame begin to flick from their mouth as they spit out fire.
Just do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
And you said
I
me
did.
too, all right?
Yep, everybody but Azadeth.
Do a barrel roll.
13.
Zithra.
Dex save, you can't.
You can't fail these. It's impossible.
You
Yeah.
did last time.
All right.
Remember?
Pass for everybody. So you're all going to take 20 damage for those that passed. Fire damage.
I assume I fell. So
Yeah,
I take
you're
40.
you're taking 40, and then I need you to make a. I hate they don't have.
21 hit.
I hate they don't have vehicle stuff.
It's up to you. Basically, she didn't take any because I just stepped in front of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Really
You make a dex save. Dex save. We're gonna
No,
say
no.
for footing. The rug wouldn't like stop working, but let's just say for
Yeah.
footing's sake. I got a
Yep.
threshold I need you to meet here. That'll pass.
Not bad.
That'll pass. Because you got bond too. So, all right. There's that. Greg.
I don't actually. I don't have bond. If
Oh,
it-
never
if
mind.
you
Yeah,
want it
that-
higher than that.
No, that's pass. That's fine. I had it at 18, but that's close enough. All right, Greg. 18's gonna miss, right?
That misses.
A 30.
That will hit.
All right, and then 23.
That will hit.
Okay, see there, it's
Yeah.
all. It should be all there. So
Okay.
35,
Oh, okay.
43 piercing, 5 fire, and then make a strength.
Can I throw my shield down for the 23 and add
Sure.
3 to his AC?
Oh, that
You
would
sure
do
can
it.
go?
That
Okay.
would do it.
That gives you what, 24, right?
Yep.
All right. For the second one, nonetheless, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh.
Fast.
23.
Yeah, as it comes down that bite, see it grab your torso and it's trying to push you down, and with all your might you dig your feet in and you're fighting off this, it's trying to push you down on the ground. Alright, let's see. This one, wisdom saving throw.
I'm stronger than a hellhound.
They are all failing these. Dude, this is chunking them. 15. Let's see, how much is movement speed on this thing? 50? So we can get to here. Alright, we're going to use our action to get here. That's going to end his turn. This one. Wisdom save. $17's a fail, right? Roll 20's rolling
Yep.
really slow tonight.
It'll be an 18. 1-8.
I do that sometimes.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Yeah,
35,
do.
40, 45, 50. Use his
Yo,
action.
do.
He's going to use his action to get here. I don't know what happened there. He should be here. Alright. Zetra, start the round. You're there. Here we go. And I need him to
Okay.
take 48 as well.
You like the Cheerios.
I will go ahead and split my bow.
Okay?
It's 15 feet, so I will do this one and this one.
The two big dogs. The wolf whoops.
Yep.
Okay. 18's gonna miss.
Oh,
19's gonna miss.
This one.
How are you shooting it? You used your bonus action to split your bolt.
Yeah, that's the,
Yeah, I
that's
get
the
2.
split.
Oh,
my
I'm sorry.
split.
Oh, yes, I'm right. Sorry. Yes, which one? That one hits.
This one.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay. For 34.
That one hurts.
zinger.
You see that these dogs, it's all they're coming out of this hellish landscape, this pit of darkness. Each one comes out and you see that their mouths are frothing with black ichor. And they're all looking like they're in pain.
Alright, that's all I'm doing.
All right, Greg. Uh-oh, Greg's not here. I feel like Greg's gonna go blender mode here. This is perfect blender for him.
Like he's just baiting you into using all your stuff.
Eh?
I don't care. Alright. I will. Where is it? Gift of the Chromatic.
Yes.
My sword up.
Good.
What is it? Oh, cold.
Okay.
And my Bahamut sword also does cold. So I'm really channeling the cold side of my dragon deity.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I should have had this. Okay. All right. I'm gonna swing on. This one's hurt the most, right?
It's about equal now between the two big ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all these dogs are. Everything that's coming out is hurting. They look like mangy
All right.
dogs, man.
Ooh, crit, baby. Let's go.
On which one?
This
Okay.
big dog on the left. 24.
And
Oh,
then-
26. Hold on, that didn't do any of my damage.
And then you're going to roll an additional D8 of cold damage, and remember that too for you, Sadius, for cold.
Okay.
Oh, an additional D8.
Yep.
Okay. Yours, give the chromatic.
So 29,
Fury.
33. Yep. Okay. So with that one, you quickly turn around and just this blade of yours is imbued in cold. As you come down, you strike its neck, and you see this large artery burst as this blood begins to pour out, and then you see this cold come from your blood, and it freezes its neck, and its head just shatters onto the ground.
Hey. Okay.
That's what happens when they're going
All right.
through a minefield trying to get to you.
All right.
Nukes going off every 2 seconds.
Little dog below me.
All right.
30 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. There is all of that. 30 damage.
That one's dead.
Okay. And then third attack here. Four to hit.
That hits.
That is going to be 26 damage.
That one's dead.
Okay. And I'm gonna
He
step
went
up to this
blender.
one.
He's going blender.
Action surge. Let's go.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Use it.
Okay. You know what? Less damage I take because I'm killing them. More
Four
health I'll
kills
have
in
next-
one turn.
22 hits.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
23 damage.
Okay. 28 hits.
A hit. Yep. That's gonna be 26 damage.
That one's dead. You guys are seeing. You
Wait,
guys are
I
seeing.
moved 5 feet.
Yeah, you can make it to the other one.
Yeah.
Is there another one?
Yeah,
there's
right
there's
here.
no. Yeah. You guys see Greg? It's like in literally a 3-second span, just blender mode, just cutting everything. And as you do, you see this gleaming light, blue light, encapsulating every swing as it trails behind him. 27
Okay.
hits.
20. Yep, 27. And then.
That one's dead.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, and one
Uh,
turn, Greg just
that-
killed the
and
entire
one
man.
Weekend, step out for the banger. That's it.
Sheesh.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, you killed everything on the map.
We wanted to make sure you guys didn't have to use any spell slots.
5 creatures in one turn.
Which he comes out, looks around, bloodlust in his eyes.
Yeah, Switch is just ready to dive into somebody. You now see before you now that light that you put out there, Baslin, it still stands. It's just his darkness covered it, but now you can see the clear view of everything in here. And there's this natural beauty to this place, or at least there was. When you see now these floating islands and the vegetation that's on top, you kind of begin to see what could have been. You haven't seen Feynardal in all of its beauty. You haven't seen the rest of this this realm. But if it's anything like this, if it has even just a portion of this, it has to be beautiful. I mean, these floating islands, the formation, the way they're shaped, the vegetation on top of it was colored, and it wasn't dead, it would be beautiful.
Nah,
but
fuck this place.
But you see now a large gate. It's unmistakable. This is the entrance to Vregorath's domain. This is his temple. As you look at this doorway, you can't help but feel now that dark presence looming, and almost feels like he's right behind you, staring at you, urging you forward.
a raging clue right now. Can't hear Harry.
Sorry, I was talking to Harrison.
Oh,
Station.
oh.
Put in the air.
Sorry.
If you want to stay on, stay on.
Hey, Greg, jump
Yep.
in this hole.
I'll just stay flying above them.
Yep.
Oh, I don't want to.
I'm just gonna recast invisibility again.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit Greg on the head as I fly by. Do a little bit of a
Alright, I'm gonna shit on them like a bird as I fly over.
14 healing, Greg. A
Okay.
little bump on you.
I'm gonna also cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
At level 3 or 4.
Remember, if you still have those hit points, those don't stack.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
don't
just
have any.
throw
Yeah,
over.
all yours got taken off.
All right. As you guys get right there now, you're flying, Baz, right, with Zithra? How far
Yeah,
up are you? 15?
15. You were saying 15.
Greg, Sadius, and Azadeth.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are walking through, and just this feeling of doom and gloom as you get closer to this gate is it's getting overwhelming. There's this anxiety, almost this unnatural fear that's starting to kick in. What adrenaline you did have is starting to kind of wear off. As you look at this hellish landscape behind you, all these dead hounds, you can't imagine what's before you. Now knowing you're this close, you're just you're like a football field away from meeting, or at least entering the domain of Rhaegoras temple. You look back behind you at the corpses of these creatures, and you begin to see these large black arms. They look like these. They look like ethereal arms. These ghost-like arms begin to crawl. Each one, two, and they're beginning to scatter everywhere now. You see all through the cracks in this, the foundation of the stone. You begin to see these arms begin to protrude out, and then these faceless, no face, no feature, ghost-like beings begin to stand up and now close the distance between you. They're everywhere you can see, from up here to down here. Every crack that you see is noticeable. These things are starting to pour out, and they're closing in on you quickly. Basilyn, you see this as well. Zithra, you see it as well, as these creatures, these spirits, these ghosts, whatever you may call them, begin to pour out of the cracks of the foundation and close the distance on your party.
They're looking hostile.
It's hard to tell. They don't have any features, but they look like they're closing the distance on your party. They don't look friendly, that's for sure.
They're like sprinting.
They're moving as fast as they can. They're not sprinting.
I have
Yeah.
60 feet fly speed. I'm invisible. I'm gonna do a circle back, kind of fly over them just to get a closer look.
Yeah, you kind of fly over.
Get close. Oh, good.
You fly over, and I forgot you're invisible, so they don't see you, but they definitely see Sadius and Greg. You fly over, and you kind of get behind one, and now you're kind of getting close. And as you get closer, you can kind of just hear the whimpering cries. Some of them sound female, some of them male, some of them even sound like children. As you get closer, you can just hear the pain in their voice. One of them that you get close to is kind of close. It's about 10 foot from Greg, and you hear in its voice, "Help me, help."
Okay, does it remind us of the last kind of weird things we saw?
Kind of. They were more ethereal. These are like, you can't see through them. They're like a solid form. It's just pure black.
Fly back over those guys. Looks like they're souls that are looking for their place again. I bet if we end this all these souls
Yeah.
will be put to rest.
And they're closing their
Afraid if
distance
they're
now.
corrupt- If they're afraid if they're corrupt, they're gonna hurt us or something.
You got
We
about
gotta get in. We
you
gotta
gotta-
get in anyway.
you got about 100 of them now surrounding you guys, and they're closing the distance rather quickly. Some of them are just crawling on their arms and legs. Some of them are walking like a zombie towards you. Sadius, you've got one about 5 feet from you at this point. It's just reaching out with both arms, trembling, trying to grab you.
I'm gonna reach out with my symbol of Istishia,
Uh-huh.
and when its hands come out, I'm gonna touch my symbol to it. Does it do anything?
you see this immediate burst of light. And when you do, you see that light kind of shines forward, and as it does, the blackness of this faceless creature dissipates, and now you can see a somewhat human-looking face, but it's emancipated. There's holes in its cheeks. There's parts of it completely missing. You can see its bone underneath. It looks like it's been in the ground for hundreds of years, and this, you can't tell what age it is, but it just looks now like a zombie when that light goes away. And as you put away your holy symbol and the light dissipates, it kind of falls to the ground. And you just see it laying there motionless for a moment.
I'm pretty sure me and Baz can take care of these things pretty easily, so I don't think it's an issue.
As Sadius,
Let's just keep moving.
as you say that,
And
Sadius, you look back.
If they do get too close, I'll cast Destroy Undead.
Okay. Yeah, as you look back, as you're telling that to the party, that 10-foot gate that you all came through, that little door, that pathway, there is hundreds of these things now coming in, shoulder to shoulder, just shambling in towards you all. At this point, they're about 5 feet from all of you guys. Well, from Sadius and Greg. Azadeth, you're probably up in the air, and the others are up in the air. But Greg says, you guys are beginning to be, it's getting claustrophobic. There's hundreds of these things around you.
I'm going to have Swishy go in a circle just around us the whole time as we're walking, and he's just going to trip them or cut their legs off.
Yeah, he just goes through, and it's not really cutting them as much as it is just tripping them. You see them all beginning to fall. But it's getting to the point where you guys know you've got to start moving forward or you're going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah, we're moving. I'll just stay in front of Greg and have Swishy doing that, going around us.
Okay.
And we'll just keep going decent pace.
And you do notice they're it's not so as much they're surrounding you. It seems like they're surrounding this doorway, making the path for you guys only to go this way. They're pushing you forward.
Go figure.
Okay. Well, then I'll keep going with on top of that thing.
Okay.
Once we get in here, do they come in or do they just stand in a big pile in front?
So if you all get in that archway, underneath that archway, and you get in that doorway, you see that they all begin to close like a phalanx and stop you from going out anymore. You're now locked in by a wall of flesh. They have made this undead-like wall behind you. And you see that they're all with their arms out, and you see a couple of them have their fingers pointed forward. And Azadeth, as you're flying over them, if you're getting close like you were, you can hear them all saying, "End this! End it! Please end this! Forward!"
The gate!
I want to do something.
Okay.
I want to cast Divine Sense.
Okay. Let's see.
What do I pick up on the old radar?
So the immediate moment you cast this, you've done this before, and you've kind of gotten used to a distant feeling of this divine energy. The moment you pull it out, you begin to speak this incantation into the air. Your hand begins to shake, and your holy symbol begins to burn. You begin to hear this odd laughing. As you were kind of close to his maddening darkness, it's very similar to that, but instead of laughs, you just hear these cries, these tortured screams, and then you hear a voice in the back. "Yes, you are close. You're close to me. You sense me." It's your hand is burning. The evil presence is registering like nothing you've ever felt before. You are in the most evil place you have ever been in your entire life.
Okay. I'll sort of look at... You're still on the flying carpet, right, Baz?
Yes, sir.
Or just look at you, which is horror on my face, and then just look forward, not saying anything.
We got this. We're close. Forward.
All right. As you guys go under this archway now, kind of looking back, you see now that all these soulless creatures have their hands pointed forward with their fingers pointed directly in front of you. And as you guys look where their fingers are pointed, you see this massive courtyard. And you see the remains of what used to be something beautiful. You see that there used to be a fountain in the middle. And there used to be vegetation everywhere. But it's all been destroyed or rotted away or broken. It reminds you a lot of the castles you've seen around Ulstenberg, especially for somebody like Azadeth. This reminds you a lot of the elven kingdoms you've seen. This resembles more elven-like architecture than it does human or dwarven. But the beauty, this place used to be a place of absolute beauty before it was tarnished by this dark being, either Vragorath or even maybe before him. Maybe it was Otar that did it. Or not Otar, I'm sorry, but goodness, I haven't said his name in a long time. The other Dark Lord. You guys begin to walk through this, and it's oddly quiet. And as you walk through now, and you peer to your right and your left, those faceless creatures that you saw earlier, now you begin to, every once in a while, you have to kind of, you rub your eyes and shake your head a minute, because you feel like you see an ethereal spirit walking in front of you. And they look elven in nature. And they're dressed in these elegant robes. And you see some of them going and talking to each other. And it looks like they're sitting on a park bench. But where they're sitting, there is no bench anymore. You see, there's just this couple right there to you guys' left as you walk in. That's what strikes you all. You all see this. Two elves sitting next to each other on a park bench. The park bench is destroyed beneath them, but they're just sitting there as if it was still existing. And they're having this conversation, and then they quickly disappear. As you look forward up to the right, you see another elven figure in these elegant robes walking up to a female, and they hug each other and give each other an embrace. And he gives her a kiss on the cheek, and they begin to have this conversation. And then they dissipate as well. And then Azadeth, you notice this rather quickly. You see a figure walking towards the fountain. And they reach down and they dip their hand in the fountain and they pull their hand out and they're rubbing their hands together as if they're wiping something off their hands. And when you look, you turn and see it's an elven male, a young elven male. You wait for a moment, you look at him. It's a young Legolas. You see he's in the spiritual form, just like these others were. And as he turns and he's dipping his hands in the water, you see another figure walk up, a young elf. Not as elegant robes, maybe a little bit more. They're cheaper. He's not as finely dressed. They're nice robes, but they're not as elegant. He has long black hair and a dark goatee. And you see that he comes up and he pats Legolas on the back. And they give each other a firm handshake. And you see them begin to have this conversation. And you see Legolas turn and walk away. And as he's walking away, you see this figure with long black hair, this elf, look at him with anger. And then he turns and looks away and walks off in the other direction. And you don't know who the other figure is with the long black hair, but for a moment, you sense the presence of Vragorath. For a moment, you sense this feeling that was him. Or at least you think it was him. But why was he with Legolas? How did he know Legolas? There's a moment of confusion in your brain. And then you begin to hear a voice. Not the voice you've heard so many times, Legolas, but you hear the voice of Vragorath. He's leading you astray, containing your power. He's holding you back, just as he did us. He tried to control us. And look what he made me do. He wanted to be the ruler of this kingdom. And he wouldn't stop until he owned all of this land. I had no choice. Look at it now. We could have shared this place as one species, all together. But he wanted all the power himself. And now look where he stands. You will learn the truth soon enough. You have been capable of such great things, and now he just lets you taste the power that's inside of you. You're more than an elf. Yes, you're a Draconel, but you could be so much more. You wear the armor of my brother. And you taste the power every time you strike a foe. You could rule this domain with me. I don't want Achilles. I just want my home back. Just like all of these people. Think about it. Think about the power you could hold. That's what you've always wanted, isn't it? Even your most young of companions has noticed it. Sadeas sees it. The others are just blind to your power because you aid them, but you could be so much more. Join me. Help take back this realm. Kill the one that's held your power this entire time. And then you begin to see that voice dissipates, and now this feeling, this odd feeling of, well, this entire conversation comes out of nowhere. This connection between Legolas and Vragorath, is it real, or is this a vision? Is this just him working on your mind, or is this real? Was that truth? You begin to see now all of these spirits walking around. All these elves. And they're having these conversations. They're sitting on the bench. They're looking at flowers. They're just having a normal day. And they look up in the air, all of them together at one time. And you see some of them begin to back up. Some of them turn and begin to run. As this burst of light begins to appear over this entire area. You see the fountain shatter. The bench itself collapses. The plant life begins to be eradicated by this burning fire of light. You see dragons flying over top. And on the top of one of them, you see these mages adorned in these elegant robes. These robes, however, are identical to the one that Legolas had been wearing. You hear the cries of children as they are running for the steps of this temple in front of you, and some of them collapse as this burning fire behind them encapsulates them as they fall to their death. These dragons begin to land, and then you see all these mages hop off their dragons themselves. They turn and look towards the left of the fountain, and they see Legolas. And Legolas pulls out a wand from his side, and he points forward towards the temple, and they all begin to uniformly march towards the doorway. You see Vragorath turn and look towards Legolas, and he himself runs towards the doorway. He's holding the door as children and others run inside. And he quickly latches the door behind him, and then this vision obscures. You all just see the courtyard again.
So that wasn't just Azadeth's vision. That was,
Up to
we all
that
saw
point.
that.
Yeah, you just saw that part, yeah.
Well, my vision, they were younger.
Yes, your vision there.
Younger,
Okay, yeah.
normal clothes.
Yeah.
Like
Gotcha.
they almost grew up together or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it just goes back to an empty courtyard now.
Yep, to an empty courtyard. There's nothing there. It's like nothing ever happened.
And then right now and then up ahead's the little door they were running
Yeah,
into.
you do see a doorway in front of you. Yep.
Well, a lot of death happened up in that area. Looks like your buddy Legolas and Begorath weren't very good friends.
No, I think they used to be, or something. I'm not sure what split or happened between them.
Well, it looks like they had their own little war, for sure.
Or still have.
Still doesn't. I don't know much about your man Legolas, but still doesn't excuse Vegorath for unleashing hell upon the other realm.
Yeah,
And
exactly
this one.
my thought.
They might both be not good people, but we can't just ignore what he's done forever. So, if those souls are out there saying they're up ahead, I guess we can go in there and put an end to his reign. Then maybe we have to circle back to Legolas and ask some questions. But for now, I think we go forward.
For sure.
All right.
We'll go approach that door then.
As you all go to approach this other door, as you walk forward and through it, it's latched, but as you get close, the door just, you hear it unlock and the doors swing open. This gust of hot wind begins to billow right towards your faces. You all kind of caught off guard and take a step back and shield your face from the heat. And as you look forward, you see another, what used to be, looks like a courtyard. But the mountainous terrain has collapsed on the ceiling itself. And it looks like everything above you is broken. There's no ceiling to this part of the temple. And there's this natural landscape that's beginning to build up upon around this area. When the door opens, you come face to face with a scene that you're very accustomed to. You've just seen beforehand. You see hellhounds. And in the very back of the room, you see the Soul Cairn. But you see a massive, dark black dragon sitting right next to the Soul Cairn itself. And as the door opens, his eyes are locked forward towards you all. In the very back of the room, you see there's more buildings now. It's the kind of the courtyard. You see this is an expansive setup. There's just buildings everywhere, and it just goes and goes and goes. But you all come face to face with what you see here. You come through that second doorway down here.
Look at the dragon. We've seen a few, and I saw what As the Death can do, and I'll be like, stay separated.
What you see here, as the door opens, you hear the familiar voice of Kelath. He looks forward towards you, Greg. Welcome back. Come for a rematch.
Yeah. Spank your stupid lizard ass again.
You see him stand up this time, and he lets out his wings, and in full distance now, he almost covers the entirety of this chasm. You see him almost stretch out. Let us dance. You begin to see him fly up in the air. And the door behind you, as he flips his wings, the door itself gusts forward and latches, slams behind you guys. And it shoots all of you forward 10 feet with how powerful the wind gust was. So you guys are all going to land up right here on this line. There you go. Yeah, everybody going to be up there.
I thought we said maybe not be so close together.
Well, you can spread out. Just that's the line you're on.
Well, I know. Just everybody put themselves pretty close.
Hey, Azadeth, you guys want to switch sides with me? Like, I would be.
I'm flying invisible in the air anyway. So.
I'm going
Yeah,
over here.
we'll be in the middle, and We're still on the carpet, so she'll be right. If she wants to get off,
Oh,
she can.
okay, perfect.
Ha-da-da-da-da-doo. Alright, let me know when you're all on there.
I saw that adjustment in his fucking initiative. That wasn't sneaky.
Are we still bonded?
Yeah.
Oh! With a rare nat 20 on initiative. Never done that before in this campaign.
Sadius is gonna do what he did last time he fought Killath. I'm gonna run straight in!
I didn't run straight in though. I ran to the left behind a rock and he fucking came over there.
What's that one?
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't run in straight. I went to the left and there was a rock and I hit behind and he jumped behind there and just killed me in one hit basically.
Alright, there we go. Even with a nat 20, you're still at 23. That's not bad, though. Alright,
Oh fuck!
let me get us some music
Still
going.
Are these good? Are these?
Yeah.
What are these?
So these kind of catch you off guard and how beautiful they are. It's not like a, with you being a stone guy, you went to school for a little bit of stone, you did a little bit of that.
Little stone boy.
These are like pure, almost, not like diamond. What would be the word? It's like a, it kind of looks like a pearl. It has this pearl-like sheen. These massive, massive fixtures. They go 50 foot tall and they're as long as they are on the screen. So you got 75 foot wide, 25 foot wide, and they're 50 foot tall, each one. And then all around you see
What are
like
50 foot tall?
these.
These things are like they're like opal, like opalescent.
Yeah, there you go. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. That's the word I'm looking for. Yep.
That's what I said that. God
No, I didn't hear.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you.
I said opal.
I don't know why it does this, why they share that health pool. It's so annoying. Alright. So, Zithra, you're first.
And nobody's gone before me, right? So do I get my
you're,
thing?
yeah, you get your assassinate.
Yeah, take out some ads.
How far away is this? Oh, fuck.
It's a huge cat. It's massive. Yeah. It's big.
It's huge. Also, the dragon up there is gigantic.
Yeah, it's Killath. He's big. He was big on the other one, too.
I'm gonna tell Baz.
Yeah, I think he's like 50 foot wide. Yeah, 50 foot wide.
I didn't know I could do that.
50 foot
I was
tall.
gonna, what are you? Oh, damn, dude. You zigging and zagging.
This is my lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's a new feature, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do that.
Cool. Okay, I want to move up 30 feet.
Which
or
way?
not 30 feet.
You're on the road. 15 foot off the air right now.
Drive it.
No.
Could drive it. Yeah.
Magic word.
Okay, I'm gonna say the magic word and go up.
Michelob.
Michelob. Up here.
Where are you going?
Wait, right here. Not that far.
Right there?
I'm just kidding. Up here. Right up here.
Okay. Alright. Which one are you
Okay,
shooting at? That
I'm
one?
gonna hit this little
Alright.
ad.
Go ahead and roll.
19?
19 just hits. Yep.
36?
Oh, nice. Well, it should be crit. Assassinate. Right? She's going
I
before
don't
it.
think I get.
If you wanted to.
I mean, is that?
Surprise rounds only.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Yep. So 36.
Until the new thing in 8 days. Then
Okay.
it will be.
Gotcha. All right.
Well, we might as well just go ahead and
I'll
start.
move up again.
That hits.
Or not, I'll do it again.
Pretty
Yep,
sure they
19
changed it
Test
to
it.
buff.
Test
10
it.
on that one.
Yeah, we got a test.
For 10.
All right. Then in your turn.
Yep.
You see now, as Killath spreads out his wings, and when he does, you see that his skin is all ripped up and it's decayed now. And you see as he opens up his mouth, what used to be fire, now that you see this black ichorish just pouring out of his mouth. As he flies over the Soul Cairn. You've come for this, it seems. Under the directive of Legalai, I assume. I will guard this till my death. And I will not die today. as he flies forward, landing.
Oh, shit.
As he lands, he pushes down one paw. When he does, you just see one of these hellhounds explode. Blood flies everywhere as he just destroys that one you shot.
Oh, so that was
Hell yeah, we just need to keep having him do that.
As he lands, you just hear him go, oops. He's going to swing towards you with his claw. Zithra. 33.
Yeah.
He's got a claw
He does
again.
734 damage.
22.
Yeah.
And then he's going to sweep around with his tail. Baz, he's going to hit both of you guys with this. 18 if it hits you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so claw damage. I can barely read that. 28 piercing. 22 piercing. And then the tail. 25 bludgeoning to both of you.
Thank you.
Both of you make dex saves, please. Alright, Zithra, you gather your footing as you're about to fall. You kind of hold onto the rug for a moment, kind of roll back over. Baslin, his tail lifted you up off the ground, and you're going to fall off 15 feet. So let's just do a d6 for each 5 feet. So roll 3d6. Alright, you take 11 bludgeoning damage as you land on your back. Just, almost knocking the breath out of you. You see Kellock now leans forward looking at everyone. Traveled so far to die. And you see for a moment his eyes begin to just billow with smoke. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw. Greg? Close that damn tab, Greg. Get on the game.
Okay, sorry. Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. Alright. If you're bonded, roll it.
18.
Okay. Everybody passes except for Zithra and Azadeth. Azadeth and Zithra, you are both frightened. Frightened of this gigantic dragon.
Do I see that they get frightened?
Yes. You see them immediately, like their eyes begin to open wide and they start to kind of step back for a moment. Baz.
Remember, I did mention this a few times, but you guys know that you can't be frightened around me.
He did say that.
I think it's 10 feet. I said this, I think, the last actual thing, but...
Baz, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit. Way on the ground. Am I prone or no?
Yeah, you're prone.
Okay.
You're not nimble enough to land on your feet. No.
I get my staff, and as I'm standing up, I slam my staff on the ground and get up, and I'll cast Mass Cure Wounds, so it'll heal everybody.
All right.
Ooh.
We'll actually not beat this, so we'll just do this. So 21 to our body.
Everybody.
No, Steve's there, so try to get over here. That is it.
All right. It's into his turn, but wait, there's more. Zithra. 24 hit. As you're backing up in fear, you see him come forward as he's swinging his hand, this massive claw, quickly. He slows down just at the end, and he puts his claw right underneath your chin. He just scrapes you with it, but it cuts deep. You see this large laceration appear underneath your chin. You just feel the blood pouring out into the bottom of your chin. You're going to take... Was I rolling on these? Yeah, okay. 18 points of piercing damage. Or technically slashing, I'm sorry. Alright, Sias, your turn.
Got it.
I'm gonna send Swishy in.
Okay.
Right up next to Baz. He's gonna go ahead and attack real quick. A 30 hit.
Never miss, dude. Swishy's top notch.
He gets right in between those scales.
Yep. Yeah, you see as he's doing that with her, quickly Swishy just dives right into his side. Just, and he's like, ugh. Damn fish.
I'm gonna click my heels with the boots.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over here. And both of you lose frightened.
Yeah, you guys see Sadius running over to you, and as he does, he kind of slides into his where he's at now. And when he does, you guys feel just this invigorating feeling of peace overwhelm you. At this point, where there was this fear looking at this creature, now you kind of just get this burst of adrenaline, this focus now, as you feel not feared anymore. Hold on.
Now, never done that before. Can I leave them now? Or would I have to stay there permanently until they passed a check?
Alright, Max, sorry.
It ends it, but...
I
Okay,
think I've
question
looked
for
that up
DM.
before, and it was a thing.
What?
Since I did that, can I leave them and they not be frightened?
No, it's an aura.
It's an aura, so I have to stay.
Yeah, paladins have an aura. Once they leave your aura, it's resumed, I believe.
Okay.
Well, do we still roll our checks? Like, how do we end
I
the
think
condition then?
you roll your check on each turn.
We still got to roll our checks.
So they're
Yeah.
frightened, but he's kind of just letting them see through the
Yes,
fright.
yeah.
In a way.
You repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So he's basically foregoing that as long as he's in your thing. You're just not frightened. The moment he leaves, he's the one that's bringing peace to you. You weren't feared anymore because he joined you.
But still have the status effect.
Still have the status, but the moment he leaves, you're like, oh no, he's gone. I'm scared now.
And then I'm gonna bring up Swishy.
Okay. Swishy
I'm
2.0.
gonna grab a drink. I can hear.
Okay.
I don't think he can make an attack on his turn.
Nope. And your armor Agathis is going to drop now as well.
Yep, that's fine.
No, armor assets, not concentration, it doesn't drop.
It's not. I thought that was concentration.
No.
Just look, it's not.
Woohoo.
My warlock usually
I haven't
casts
casted it in forever.
I just don't ever cast it because I'm not in melee range. But
Yeah.
you're a melee warlock. That's cast that, and then you throw a concentration spell on.
Okay, that's my turn. I can't do anything else. So.
All right.
I'll just yell out to you both. Stay within 10 feet of me and you won't be feared. But we're gonna get fucked up, I'm sure, by breath.
As it does, right before your turn, you see Kellas fly up in the air and land next to you, all three. And you see him arc his tail, and he's going to sweep his tail. And he's going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, all four of you with his tail.
Yeah,
if it hits. 25.
I'm hovering about 10 feet. Does that matter? His tail's probably pretty big.
Make a dex save.
I'm still 15 feet.
Yeah, he's definitely got range.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm still hovering 15 feet.
Oh, yeah, then you make a dex save too. Forgot about that.
I'm hovering in my head.
Yeah?
I actually am holding on to Sadius and cradling him. So that way the aura...
The tail comes through and you kind of instinctively flap your wings. You go up above the tail. But Greg, you, Sadius, and Zithra, as that tail's arcing and you're trying to dodge it, you're on the carpet. It's hard to move around this thing. It's going to hit the carpet and hit you with that save. So you guys are going to take...
Does Baz get an opportunity, by the way?
Yeah, he'll get an opportunity. You guys can take...
You weren't here, so...
Letter opener, baby!
15 bludgeoning to all of you guys that got hit.
Okay.
And then, Baz, if you want to do an opportunity. You're muted.
Nutty butter.
I'll do Sacred Flame when he's going away, because I'm a Warcaster. So dex save as he flies away. I think you can do that, or does it have to be an attack?
No, the Warcaster, you can do that for
It
sure.
can be spell.
Yeah.
Because I use spells. all
Well,
the
no,
time.
you do. I didn't know if it had to be an attack spell.
No.
Oh,
It can be any spell.
not very many of those.
Roll your damage.
Well,
12. All right. You see a beam of light again pierce through the fog and boom, right on top of Kelath. And you kind of, for a moment, you see him shake his head. All right, Azathoth, it is your turn.
It's me now.
did Radiant seem to
what's
do
the
anything?
range here?
Didn't seem to, no. It annoyed him.
So I can't know what the range is. Oh, 90. Yeah, over here on top of this thing, you already know who's about to pop up.
Yeah.
It's the fucking 1978
There he
Hall
goes,
of
Mooney.
Famer. Darnell!
Darnell Mooney.
That Darnell's gonna pop on out. And then I'm gonna roll my wisdom save, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Get that shit off you.
that passes.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm sorry, it does not.
Uh,
Sorry, it's a
God
19.
damn it.
I thought it was an 18. It's a 19.
Okay, okay,
I wish I
okay.
gave you advantage. That would be cool.
I got something that does. Build it up to it. Take a whole turn.
Go back, sorry, dog.
Really do anything. I don't want to take an opportunity attack. Just used a spell. Can't attack. Alright, well, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
And then Darnell's turn.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he has his own sheet. I was like, looking for
Throwing them
his-
footballs at him.
They call them fire, or they call them fireballs.
Fireball.
Fire flame, baby. Fling, fling, fling.
First two hit.
Oh boy, Darnell.
What is that? It's 29, 37, right?
37. Yep.
Very nice. You see these two explosions,
Still have
boom,
it.
boom, of a flame on the side. All right, is that it?
Yep.
All right, Greg. Before you go,
Oh.
he reaches down his claw down towards you, and he's swiping at you in particular. 28,
Hits.
26 slashing.
Um,
All right, now you can go.
Okay. All right. Bonus action rage. And then can I move? Like, can I basically dodge and weave like under him over here?
Yeah, you wouldn't get an opportunity attack. Yeah, no, you're good. You can do that.
Okay. Yeah. Like I'll just do that as like all along the way I'm gonna be attacking.
Okay. Look how
So
small
I
he
am
is
not
compared to-
recklessing.
You're not gonna
do
reckless?
that. 23 to hit? No.
23 just hits.
Honestly, probably doesn't matter. He's probably gonna hit me regardless.
Well, the only one that has a chance, probably not to.
26 damage.
Okay. All right,
24 to hit.
that hits.
That's gonna be 17 damage.
Okay,
Oh, crit, baby, crit, baby, crit.
crit hits.
1d8. So, 24 damage altogether.
As you're running through, you're just slicing up and down, and you hear Kella. Ah! You're angering him.
Yep, that'll end my turn.
All right. At that point, you're gonna see.
Enemies.
He's gonna use his action to get over here. Oh. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Crap. Okay. Alright. Azadeth. Or, I'm sorry, Baslin. Both of those are going to miss you.
Yeah.
See this hound walk up and he snaps both of his jowls at you. And you dodge left and right. Alright, let's see. Greg. 23 and a 20. 23 hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's going to be 16 piercing damage. 13 acid damage. Make a con save, please.
In acid, you said?
Yep. That's
3.
gonna pass. Alright. It's this one's turn.
Things are annoying, dude.
Alright, Greg.
I'm getting ganked.
29, 26.
Oh, Greg likes it.
Oh, why? I should just reckless. There's no point. They're all getting advantage anyway.
Alright, you take
Yeah, they both hit.
48
All that.
piercing, 4 fire.
I think that's the typical roll for barbarians. It's about a 98% clip, I think, is what you should be reckless.
Alright, and Zithra, your turn.
98%.
So just do it. Okay.
Your
My
turn,
sharpshooter
Zithra.
every time. Better believe it.
Right.
Better believe it.
Yo,
My
Zithra.
bond every time.
Zithra, your turn.
You don't believe it.
Well, you have no negative on the ball.
Don't believe it. That's all I do.
I think I'm gonna bond this turn.
This guy just get over here.
Yeah, he had to use an action.
Okay.
Bonus action disengage.
Oh, smart. With the carpet.
Carpet.
Yep. Michelob!
Well, the way that works is the carpet rolls up around you. You guys look like a Tootsie Roll quick. You shoot like a missile away. Then it unravels.
I like that.
The moment that happens, however, that overwhelming fear begins to take over your body.
Moving back.
Leaving the presence of Sadius now, you are fearful again of this large dragon.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get rid of these things. I'm gonna shoot at this
Okay. Make your
one.
attack.
Got it.
That hits. 35, nice chunk.
That's all I
Okay. It is Kelath's turn.
I forgot. Kelath takes 15 damage
From
from my armor of Agathis.
thank you. Alright. At this point, you guys see Kelath begin to stand. He, instead of flapping his wings, you see him get upright on his hind legs, and he stands tall. And now you're looking up this looming tower of a dragon. He's standing up about 80 foot above you guys. As he begins to raise his foot over towards you, Greg, and he stomps down. When he does, you see you quickly kind of get out of the way of it. You're going to take some damage here, but you quickly get kind of between his toes so you don't get completely destroyed. But these two other hounds don't get the same treatment. You see both of these hounds explode out from underneath you. As you... Let's do this. We're just going to roll it as a tail. 17. That's going to miss you. You dodge out of the way of this foot, knowing that it would have smushed you. Kelath angrily... This time you see him take a legendary action. He's going to swipe his wing. And when he does, he turns and quickly swipes both wings forward. One at you, and the other two are at Azadeth and Sadius. You guys need to each make a dexterity saving throw. He kind of, in anger, kind of just throws them both forward like this. And then you may take yours as well, Greg. All right, you all fail. So you're all going to take 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And you're also going to shoot back 10 feet. And you're all going to fall prone.
Who'd he throw at us?
He didn't. He did his wings.
Oh, he did his wings. He takes 5 damage.
Okay.
The rest of my armor.
All right.
It's
We got
cold
thrown
damage
back.
too, if that matters or not.
No.
I didn't think so to him.
We got thrown back 15.
10 feet. Throw back 10 feet. You took 15 bludgeoning. Throw him back 10 feet. Take 15 bludgeoning, and you're prone. that point, he swipes back with one of his claws on you, Greg.
Whoa.
A 21.
Hit.
Actually, I'm sorry, it's advantage. It's 31. So. All
Is it
right.
advantage?
Yeah, you're prone.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. You're gonna
Yeah,
take
that's what I like.
you're gonna take 13 points of slashing damage, and that's gonna end his turn.
All right.
All right, Baz, what are we doing?
I don't fucking know. I was gonna do something else.
You wanna
but
bond?
They moved away from me. They moved away from me, so that really cucked me there. I had something in mind. You just did that.
Oh, me? Sorry.
Nope, not you.
Yeah, it was you. You're ahead in the game.
Trying not to get fire blasted with everyone else.
Yeah, he hasn't done that yet, has he? Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna do another Mask Your Wounds to everybody. Keep pumping a little bit of health for everybody.
Okay.
We'll do it up a level.
Ooh, okay.
$23 to everybody.
All right.
Yay.
All right.
All right. That in your
Well,
turn?
hold on, Greg. You're really far away. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit.
That's pretty far distance. I think he's about 60 feet. 90 feet, sorry.
Yeah, Greg, you don't get healed.
Also, forget,
Oh,
Greg.
that's-
Don't forget, you cannot go over your hit point maximum is
You're
10
10 down.
less. You're 10 down.
And I'm so far away from that number right now.
Gotcha. Yeah. Is that in your turn, Baz?
Yes.
Okay. Sadius, it's your turn, but before you go, you see Kalath lean his head down, looking towards you. At this point, he's still standing up on his hind legs. He looks down towards you, Baz. You're the pesky healer.
I'm just a lawyer.
You see him step forward, and he's going to lunge forward with this large claw swinging upright at you, trying to do like an uppercut. 28?
Yeah, barely.
Barely. You're going to take 29 points of slashing.
Wow.
All right, Sadius, here we go.
All right, are you sure?
Yeah. No more
So he's gonna
legendary.
move up here. He's
action.
gonna hit this little guy.
Okay. Just wish he
Hits
never
him for
missed,
sure.
dude. 18. I'm just gonna start taking auto damage on people with him.
How do I want to do this? Can't do anything there. I'm gonna move this guy back here. This is a large creature.
Yes.
He's gonna grapple that guy.
Okay. Dueling strength checks here?
It doesn't say in that, but I would say so.
Yeah, it's dueling strength checks
Yeah.
for a grapple. Yeah, on the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, there
That's
it is.
to break out or check and succeeding. Okay. DC 14.
Oh god. Oh!
Beat him.
I just beat him.
Beat him. He's grappled.
Okay, so he is grappled.
Yeah, you see he's got him in a chokehold, both heads.
Get him!
Nice.
I'm gonna stand up. And then I'm going to... I'm guessing I'm within his range.
Oh yeah, you're within Kalath's range.
I also can move anywhere, even with half movement right now, so...
He's got 15-foot reach, by the way.
I'm gonna move here.
And that was me being generous. I could have given him like 30. That's how big he is, but...
Appreciate it.
Yep.
And then, I'm gonna do. Fuck, I don't really have anything that's going to do much there. I'm just gonna attack this thing over here for Greg.
Okay.
Probably misses. 17.
That does miss.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. All right. Azadeth, it is your go. Before you go, Baslin. Kelath now, after swiping you once, reaches down his claw and he just pokes it into your chest and he's just pushing it forward.
That's rude.
I think a 32 will hit you.
Yeah.
You take 17 points of piercing damage as you slowly feel his claw pushing through your armor into your abdomen. You begin to feel this warm sensation, this cutting sensation as the inside of your stomach is being cut by his claw. He just looks at you with this smirk. Alright, Azadeth.
Okay.
Here goes Mooney. You see Mooney in the back and step back. Move for sir!
Okay, so I'm still frightened, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Now
so
you're
go back
definitely
to-
frightened. Because he's left.
Definitely frightened.
Yeah.
So I'm just not gonna shoot Kelvath because I'm scared of him.
Yep.
Instead, I'm going to.
Still got the doggos around.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the dog in front of me.
Yeah, alright. And he is grappled, so you get advantage.
Thanks for tank. Turn that on. Turn that on. Put that on.
$25. Yeah, that's nice.
We'll pop him twice.
Okay.
This one without bond.
Now it hits too.
18, 19.
26
Yeah.
damage. Very nice. Very nice. See, that hound is just bleeding profusely. As that headlock just keeps getting tighter and tighter. Alright, Mooney's turn. Launch him some fireballs.
Yeah, Mooney's turn. He's gonna try to get one of these guys off of Baz over here. So he's gonna.
You want a little hound down there?
He's gonna hurl some flames at that little hound.
Okay. Hit. Hit, miss. So 37. Hit. You see that dog in front of you. Quickly, there's just boom, boom, these explosions of fire coming off this hound. Right in front of you, Baz. And you look up and you see Mooney's just up there throwing spirals down. Alright.
Yeah, I'm not scared anymore.
Good.
Roll wisdom. I'm not scared.
Greg, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to tap into my sword's cold energy that's just innate in the
Okay.
and swing at this hellhound since I used half my movement to stand up.
Yeah.
And I'm reckless.
Okay, fair. I like that. 21 hits.
Okay,
Just barely, but it hits.
21 damage. Do you want me to add that DA still?
Yes.
So 28 damage.
Got it. That hits.
31. Um, 21 damage.
Okay.
Come on.
That hits.
And 20 damage.
Very nice. Yeah, you see one of the heads begin to go limp on this thing. In your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Baz.
Yeah.
This hound over here is going to bite at you twice. Arr!
Oh. I'm just gonna silvery barbs that.
Okay, I was waiting. Alright, 12. And
12 misses.
18.
Just hits. I'm gonna give advantage to Zithra on her next shot.
Okay. You're going to take 9 points of piercing, 13 points of acid. And are you immune to poison? As a dwarf?
No,
Okay, make a con save.
I'm resilient,
So you
and I have advantage
Oh, that's
on
for
saves.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, roll advantage.
What you say, con?
Yes. Looking for an 18 here.
18.
Just made it. Alright. It's gonna end his turn. Alright, Greg. You got some bites coming, brother. 16's gonna miss.
Both miss.
18's
Both
gonna miss. That one's gonna hit.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
You're gonna take 22 points of damage, 17 piercing, 5 fire. Alright, it is this
Okay.
one's turn over here. Oh, I hit the wrong button, I'm sorry. There we go. Let's see. He's got one head hanging, both of his heads are hanging out. He's gonna go ahead and
he is grappled,
yeah.
so he needs to take damage on this turn. 1 second.
Trying to
It
think what he's gonna
is-
do.
2d8 plus 4.
Okay.
Yep.
You want me to just take what I rolled, or you want to roll it?
11's fine.
Okay. He is hurting real bad. You see that one of his heads is dangling, is unconscious from the chokehold. The other head's just kind of dangled out. He's going to do a fire breath. So it's going to hit Swishy 2.0 and Baz. Both of you make dex saves. Swishy 2.0 dex save and Baz dex save.
We're bonded. Can I switch places with Baz?
Or I was gonna say, can we do some sort of strength save and I try to aim him at Kelath and not Baz? Because I am grappling him, I am in control of him technically.
Yeah, I don't know if you can.
Could I twist him? We can have a roll off if you want.
Roll a d20. We'll decide on that. Roll a d20. No.
Okay. I tried.
Can I switch
Yeah.
places with Baz?
You can if you bond works. You can do that if you'd like. Okay.
Once the damage, she switches and takes the damage.
Okay. She takes the damage. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she doesn't do the dex save.
Gotcha.
God, I didn't roll very
All right.
good
So
either.
Swishy 2.0 and Cithra, you guys take 40 points of fire damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Actually, you don't switch places. You kind of just come within 5 feet of me. And
Oh, you don't take my spot?
no, we don't swap. I'm still here. You just get in front of me and take the damage. If that changes what you're gonna do, don't it? You move within 5 feet of the creature and take the damage.
What are we
What's the
doing?
one where you guys swap?
I thought it was a swap.
Yeah, because we definitely have used a swap before.
No, it's not a swap. I've used it to technically swap myself because when I got out of the thing, but you don't swap. You just go. You go
Yeah.
somewhere.
When he got out, you're thinking about the worm.
You don't
mark. He
switch.
didn't switch. He jumped. It's basically
Never
he,
switch.
he landed where Greg was at. He could basically do like a. You guys are like tied with an ethereal rope. He can land right next to you.
Yeah, post.
You want to land next to him or no?
Because if that's fire damage, would it even matter? Like if it's like me getting in front of him, would it even matter?
Not really.
Basically,
I mean,
yeah. I mean,
with
I
the
won't
way
take
it's
any.
worded,
Basically,
he
you're
won't
gonna.
take
The way
shield.
it's worded, you're shielding me and
Yeah.
taking the 40. I take 0.
But you'll be where he's at now. Off the carpet. You decide. I'm giving you 5
I had
seconds.
to say sorry, Baz.
All right,
Okay.
Baz, you take 40.
Yep, got it.
All right, Zithra, it is your turn.
Disengage. No. I'm gonna stay right there for a second. I'm going to.
Shooting at that one down there. Okay, you have advantage. That's gonna miss.
Greg, how bloody do you look?
Yeah, you can roll bond. Yeah.
I'm about a 90 skis.
That just hits. 20 hits.
So how's my full health?
Alright, God.
Kidding, that's what my
I'm
full
so
health.
sorry.
What's the damage on that one?
Yeah, you're full
30.
health. Yeah.
30? Yeah, you kill it. You see that hound, that mouth that had shot at the fire, you take the opportunity to shoot a bolt and it lands right directly in through its throat. And you see it flump over. Switchy 2.0 is holding its lifeless head. Notice it just drops it real quick as it plunges along the ground.
Okay, how could I do this? Can I go up here? Pick up Baz.
You could go over there to pick him up. In his turn, he can get on. And on his turn, he can fly away. But you couldn't fly down, pick him up, and bonus action disengage. You couldn't do that now. If that's what you're thinking about doing.
Alright.
You couldn't make a Baz burrito.
Alright, I will
Best
You get
type of
mild sauce
burrito.
on that?
do what?
That's the best type of burrito.
Yeah. I'll beat my
Man's
mouth.
burrito.
You disengage and you stand right
I'm
there.
hurting, so I'm gonna disengage. I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright, it's Kalas' turn. Kalas stands on his upright legs again. He takes both of his claws and he swings out twice towards you, Sadius, and one towards you, Maslin. Nat one on you, Sadius. Crit, crit. Waiting.
Doing some measuring. Hold on. I don't think I can reach that.
Okay. And this one's for
Nope.
Baz. There's no advantage on that, so you're lucky.
What's the range in that, Harry?
60.
I should be able to hit him, right?
Unless I hold on. Do you target the
It's
creature or the
65.
person he's hitting?
Oh, we go way back.
I would think it would be the creature, right? Because you're
Yeah, I'm reading
tumbling
that.
up.
You magically distract the triggering creature, so yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll,
He's
just,
triggering.
we'll just take that 28 for him then. And here's
Okay.
yours. All right. So here we
30?
go.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Where's that advantage? You didn't give it out last time.
Sadius.
I gave it to her last time.
He did give it out.
Okay.
And then I'll give it to
No, no.
you this time. 'cause you're
16
messing up.
Sadius slashing, and Basilin. Ooh, 12 slashing.
Oh, thank God.
That angers him a lot. You see, he looks up in the air, and he lets out this large breath of black flame. And as he looks down, he looks at all of you, just tilts his head and looks towards every one of you. I need everyone that can see him, which is all of you,
That's
to
the
make
next I was turned the other way.
a wisdom save.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Well, you just technically have to be in his presence. You're all within his
Yeah.
presence.
That's weird. I don't.
Seems like it's very frightening.
Thank God.
Okay, everybody but Sadius and Zithra are frightened.
Just got out of it.
Awesome.
Baz, it is your turn.
I almost flew to Sadius last turn too.
Damn it. It'd be cool if the creatures I summon also gave off that aura.
What the fucking action to do that?
That is, you just back up like 5 feet on your turn, and I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know.
Opportunity
Not
attack.
I
You
ain't
talking about
backing
me?
Fucking anywhere. I just gonna have to just keep hitting mass cure wounds, but it's gonna hit. I mean, fucking nobody. You guys are too far away. I'm gonna go. Actually, let me
I'm
just.
pristine over here too, just so you know.
Yeah, I know, but I might as well
Worry
if
about
I'm
me.
hitting.
Hey, you're hitting my guardian. Don't forget about
Yeah,
that.
You're
I'm
definitely
looping
not
her.
pristine, are you?
Huh?
You're not pristine.
What? I mean, don't take that as you're gonna go after me or something. Like,
I was like, you ain't pristine. I hit you with the tail.
All right, we're going big.
Kelath hears that.
This
Goes,
one.
what did you say?
Excuse me. This is gonna be everybody but Greg. He's too far. This will hit Sadius. I can reach.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
41.
Oh, nice. Is that on the staff?
Gosh.
Was that from the staff?
No, that wasn't. That was an 8th level spell.
Okay. All right. I was waiting for the day that you. We've had that staff the entire adventure, not rolled one nat one on the recharge yet. It's been holding up strong.
Got my conjure back up to full. That's nice.
The first one was with the staff. It only has 4 charges, so I can't cast that again.
All right.
No.
Is that in your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to run as far away as you can.
Oh yeah.
Do I have to run with the frightening presence?
No, you just don't. You
No.
just can't move towards it. You can elect just not to move.
Yeah.
I don't think it says you have to use your movement on frightened conditions. I actually pulled it up.
Unless frightening
creature
presence
has
is
disadvantage on
different.
ability checks. A creature, yeah, unless it's.
Yeah, no,
not
you're good.
disadvantaged.
I was thinking of the. There's another one that makes you run away. I think it's a spell.
Ashes does it. There's a couple
Yeah.
other ones.
Yeah. All right.
That's it.
Sadius.
Fear. Fear is the one.
Before
that
you
makes
go,
run.
Sadius, Baz,
I don't know what the difference is between fear and frighten. I mean,
Kelath reaches forward with his claw.
Spell.
Spell once a condition.
26. He's just going to swipe at you again. And he's just playing with his food like he did in the last time. 20 points of slashing. Alright, Sadius, your go.
That's on
Alright.
me, right?
Yeah.
Fuck me. He has 15.
Yeah, he has 15.
God damn it, Greg.
Oh, you're close enough to me, right?
No. I need 5 more fucking feet.
Just take that
No
opportunity
way.
attack. Take it. Take the
Oh,
opportunity
you just
attack.
gotta touch the side of me. Like I'm there. I mean, my.
No, I'm not there. And I'm not getting closer, fuck you. I am gonna give you... I'm gonna use Channel Divinity as my bonus action. You're gonna get 26 healing and 26 temporary hit points.
Wow.
That
Okay.
goes Swishy's turn. But I can command my big guy. He's going to...
Me? I'm wide awake.
Yeah.
Don't fall asleep.
It's in a real comfy position.
This is gonna be on the small minion here.
Oh, okay. Little hound?
Does he get advantage? He does,
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
he? His sheet does not have advantage, so I'll just roll multiple times. Oh, it's already on there.
That'll
Cool.
hit.
That one.
Those will
probably
both
won't.
hit.
Oh, nice.
If they're advantage. So.
They should have damage there too. Yep.
Oh yeah, that thing's dead. Baz, you.
Do I do a wisdom save after on the end of
Yeah,
my
at
turn?
the end of your turn. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry,
You
go ahead.
you hear that dog explode behind you as you turn around. You see Swishy
Roof.
is stabbed him with a trident and just holding him up. You pass. No longer frightened. All right, Sadius.
Plus 10.
That's
Never been
Swooshy,
frightened.
by the way.
Yeah, Swishy 2.0.
Swooshy.
Oh, Swooshy.
Swishy.
Swooshy.
Swishy and swishy.
He's
Yeah.
got a name now. Yeah, I figured
Yeah,
it out.
Swooshy and not
Swooshy
Swishy?
Swooshy.
Okay. Is that in the Swishy's
I
turn?
don't remember that.
I don't hear the difference.
Swishy and Swooshy. Come on, it's pretty simple.
I'll hear it.
Squishy.
I'm gonna finish my turn by not going that way, going this way, and then I'm done.
Okay. Asdeth, before you go, Baslin. He'd really just, he's not a fan of you. 22 is gonna hit you. 20 points of slashing. And as he's doing this, you guys all just witness, just Baslin just keeps getting cut over and over and over again. Kelath at this point, I can do this all day. Oh.
Yeah, me too, old man.
At that, he kind of just, his smirk turns to a
Hold on.
growl.
Hold my intestines in. Me too, old man.
Asdeth, your turn.
It's but a scratch.
All right, I'm still frightened, so this is all going to be with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well sharpshooter.
Yeah, boy.
Like a 20% chance to hit, but, you know, let's do it.
I'm gonna climb up his cloaca.
Ugh. That's a miss. That one looks promising. Nope, miss.
Fucking nat 20 right there too.
Here goes Darnell.
Yeah, Darnell is not frightened, so he may actually land some flamey balls.
Hit. Hit. Darnell, 30. 51, 56 damage? Darnell!
Well, dude.
Darnell pumping.
At that point, you see Kellogg stands up. He looks over towards Darnell.
Yeah, I look up and go, yeah! Fucking hit him! I haven't done shit!
Alright, is that in your turn?
Yeah, I can't really. I'm kind of backed up as far as I can back up.
Alright,
so.
at that point, Greg, before you go,
I
you
can
see
go
Kellogg
forward.
does, this point, lunge up off the air, and he goes 50 foot high. Through the opening of the temple now, he looms down looking at all of you. Darnell, he has a health pool, correct?
Oh yeah, he's yeah.
Okay. Actually,
Fuck that dude. I'm sacred flaming that bitch when he flies away.
yeah, he's gonna get right here.
Yeah, we all get an attack, right?
You won't, I don't think. He was originally.
Oh, my big boy should.
Yes,
He was up
squishy.
against him.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he will.
Swooshy, you know?
Pussy,
Come on.
pussy. What was
Oh,
that?
Alright,
what
60
the
foot
fuck? That's got a P in it.
I don't know, dude. Your accent, it's hard to tell. You know?
Let's see. Kellogg, that's a what?
Swoosh, like
Is
the
that a
naked
wisdom
Nike
save?
swoosh.
Yeah, like a swoosh.
Dex? 14, that's a fail.
Does he get
11.
11?
He's good.
And 22 from him? Holy moly.
22? He's swooshing,
Sheesh.
you know?
You see, as when he's going up, he clubs his foot, and you see there's a large laceration now on Kellogg's leg. He's growling this time in anger. No! Blows out billows this large black flame as it comes forward. Zithra, Baslin, and Swooshy make a
Call him MJ.
make a
We'll call him.
dex save.
Oh,
Ooh,
Dex saves.
19. He just rolls with advantage every time. There's
If-
no button for it.
If you want to roll bond, you can, JD.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What,
he's
do you
not
have
bonded.
bond?
He's not bonded.
Yeah,
no.
you want to have bond, right?
All right, so Zithra, you take 31 points of damage, fire damage.
Jesus.
Asian.
Basilin,
Oh yeah, you take 0.
Yeah, that's like 0.
yeah, you got your thing, so you take 0. So Baz, and Swooshy, you're gonna take 63 points.
All right, I'm out.
And now,
63 points.
Yeah.
oh, look at pillow.
I'm gonna roll my recharge on that real quick. Uh-oh. All right. Greg, it is your turn now.
Okay.
Why is there a big X on Baz over there?
Oh, he's unconscious.
Oh, he's taking a nap.
26 to hit.
That hits.
29 to
Hit. Hit.
Sorry, I'll just go ahead and. It's got like close.
Depending on what,
32.
32, depending on what your next one
32.
is.
20.
Dead. You just killed him. You cut off his second head.
All right.
You now see there's a little bit of panic in Kellogg's eyes.
I
You can't run towards him.
want to run towards him so bad. I feel like because of my pure hatred, I would never be frightened of this man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
I feel like
Unfortunately.
I would never miss. Like I just
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah.
I wouldn't ever. Okay, I'm just gonna end my turn and do my wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Do your wisdom
I
save.
will never make this.
I'm rolling it. I don't care.
What do I need to get? Can I roll a 4? And I'll pass.
No, you need to make, it's a 19.
Oh,
I'm never making that, guys.
All right, Zithra, your turn.
Don't slap me out of it. Like,
I don't have any potions, so there's no way I can.
You should have ran
Baz,
towards me.
can I?
Because I'm going towards Keller.
Oh yeah, you could actually run. You could have made it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
What do I do?
I have told you multiple times that I have that.
well, it
So
doesn't
it's up to the
matter. I mean,
DM.
it still doesn't really let.
Well,
me.
I'm going that way so you could get to him.
Well, you just jump on his back.
What you doing, Zithra?
Well, yeah, I can't carry him.
They're having a separate conversation about something else.
Pump damage.
Oh, I have no potions, so there's nothing I can do to help Baz, right?
Pump the deeps.
Although deep kill people.
It's the
What?
same thing as
Yep.
healing. Doing
Kill
damage, same thing as
him.
healing.
The best
Uh,
defense is a good offense. Something like that.
Oh, God,
You
I
won't even
can't
get
move
sneak
very
attack, though.
far, though.
I can't. I mean, okay. Well, he's
Oh.
50 feet up, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing about him that's 30 feet within.
Yeah,
30
I mean,
feet.
if you're, yeah, you can. He's 80 foot long, so he's got some legs dangling.
Right.
He shoots his dick.
I guess I'll go ahead.
His
Drag
dong's
dick.
10 and a half foot
Oh,
long.
that's the weak spot. It actually does quad damage.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
auto
go
crit.
with that. He starts fucking
Shut the
pissing
fuck
on
up.
us.
Oh, crit!
Yeah, but I
The
don't
old-
get
the
sneak or
old
anything.
dick
so it
crit?
doesn't-
You don't get sneak on this?
I think when you
Oh,
crit,
man,
you
it's-
get sneak.
No.
That's
Nope.
not true. but I'll take it.
Come
That's
on.
unfortunate. Alright, roll your damage.
Is that in the new rulebook? We should probably just
Yep.
adopt it now.
I think they got rid of crits actually.
Is that
so
15?
Yeah, crits suck in the new book.
I don't know if that's actually.
All right.
a thing or
I
not
guess
yet.
I'll go ahead and shoot again. I don't know what else.
It all counts.
Sorry,
It all
Baz.
counts. Pump it. Pump
21
it.
misses. 21 misses. Yeah, Bond, you'll hit.
What if-
ABP. Always
yeah,
be
Bond will
pumping.
hit.
21 misses?
22 hits.
Always be pumping.
That sucks.
8. You see Kelath at this point is beginning to cough. no!
Old.
Yep.
And I am actually
Because
Nipples.
you hit him in the balls, so he thought he was
Got him
gonna.
COVID.
now. If I move to Baz, can I cover him from anything else? Oh no,
I'll say-
because Bond's off.
I'll say if you want to like protect him from a claw attack, you can.
I
But
can do that.
well, if there's
Okay,
a
I
claw
wanna do
attack that goes towards him, but you also might be
You also might
might
point him that way.
point him right direct towards him. But that's up to you.
I might point him in my direction.
Yeah, I mean now you're sitting by
He's
Baz.
trying to finish
Both
off
easy
people.
targets.
As much as he thinks Bass is dead,
Yeah.
we might not.
All right.
All right, in your
Stay
turn.
where I'm at.
All right, it's Kelath's turn. This time
He's
he's
gonna eat
flying.
Baz.
He flies down.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
they went
go.
over there and I'm leaving.
Why the fuck did you go over there?
Actually, he's gonna fly right here. He's gonna land in between everybody. He's gonna start
And he's
out.
gonna step on Baz.
Here's how he's gonna start. We're gonna start this way. I need everybody to make a dex save.
Oh.
I failed mine.
Yep.
Oh, I think I passed.
Oh wait, where'd mine go? It shows a 20 on my screen.
Oh, no,
that's
you didn't
the
get a
right
20.
one.
You got a 13.
It's the right one.
That's a pass, pass, pass. Other than Azadeth. All right. Those that passed, you guys are gonna take 7 points of bludgeoning. Those that failed, you're gonna take 15 points of bludgeoning. You're gonna fall prone, 10 foot back. Azadeth, you can't go any further back. You're on a. No, never mind. You're in a causeway. Behind you is a bunch of people pointing forward. No, never mind.
I
That's
put my
not.
back against
You're in
the
a door.
wall,
I'm
so-
sorry. You're on a wall. So you just get launched back into this wall. You're,
It's hitting everybody, even Zithra?
Not Zithra. Not Zithra.
Not Zithra.
Yeah, just
Okay.
these guys. He's around.
Wait, even the people that pass get knocked prone and
No,
back?
no. You take half the damage.
There goes my 10 hit points.
All right, and now we're gonna start clawing. Sadius, and Azadeth. So Sadius, you two first, and then Azadeth. All right, so I'm gonna roll damage for that. Sadius, here's your damage: 31 piercing, 25 piercing. Azadeth, 14 piercing. It's gonna end his turn. Baz, it is your turn.
That's just 11, no bond. But...
Passes. Into his
I
turn.
can run
it's-
over this bitch, right?
yeah, but it's gonna be his go for the hammer. He's gonna claw you. Does 18 hit?
Kill me. Yeah, that's my armor class.
I will. Gosh darn it! You always. Never mind.
What?
I mean, I'm okay right now. If he gets, like,
I can use
couple hits,
protection,
though.
but like you always roll double anyway, so it's like already rolled.
He's gonna hit me no matter what. It's just what his damage will do.
19 points of piercing.
Okay, that's not bad.
All right, your turn.
I'm gonna run under his legs.
Yeah, you see at this point Callus in a frenzy. He's landed between you guys. He's just swinging as fast as he can. He's trying to kill all of you.
I'm gonna channel divinity into you, Baz. That's 26 hit points and 26 temporary. It's the last one I can do.
Thank you.
Baz, you feel this burst of life. As you stand looking up, you see Kelath now, blood flowing from multiple spots in his body.
I'm gonna keep moving out here. And then this motherfucker is gonna go here. I'm gonna start attacking.
Okay.
Swishy.
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 This is swishy.
Flashy.
This is the one that does not
Swishy.
miss.
Double. Oh, this is
double crit,
Swishy. This is Swishy. Never mind. Never mind.
Double crit.
21, 27. Oh, wow.
This is swishy. He doesn't miss.
You see it, there's an open spot in one of his scales, like in The Hobbit. Swishy just jumps up and dives right into that spot, and you see Kelath just...
He's wiggling in there, too. I had to forego his turn, so he's pissed off.
You see he's got one claw, and he's trying to swipe at Swishy, but it's an ethereal form.
Alright, now it's Swishy's turn. He's just gonna slam on him. Slam, slam, boy.
How does he want to do it?
Oh, shit. So what's gonna happen is you have Swishy come in, and he's like, "Pling!" And the big elemental, he's going to levitate up with his water legs all the way up to Kelak's head. And he's just gonna right in the top of Kelak's skull.
You see Kelath looking at this odd creature in
He's
his
just gonna
eyes.
flood his mouth with water.
And as he does, he just... You see Kelath reaching towards his head, and then as he's screaming, just... As his water begins to pour out of his mouth, now covering the ground. You see there's a mixture of blood and this black Icarus. It just floods the water, floods the ground beneath him. And Kelath begins to just fall back, and when he does, he just slams onto the ground, leaving a large impact crater where he's landed, and he's been slain. As he does,
That's for killing me last time.
as he hits the ground, you begin to now see he's contorting back and forth as his body begins to decay rapidly, and it sinks into the actual earth itself. He's breaking through the stone. All that is left now is this large 80-foot bone pile, and just this hot smoke that pours from the bones itself.
Just for good measure, I'm gonna go up and throw holy water on the bones.
Okay. Yeah, you go up and douse that with holy water, and when you do, you actually see it quickly just kind of sends off more smoke from the bones itself.
I'm gonna piss on a
Begone,
skull.
you evil spirit!
Okay.
Begone!
You go up and you start to pee on his skull, and when you do this, the hot air comes off of it, and it just feels like your balls are getting hot. You almost like-
hell yeah.
You no longer have
Balls.
dick anymore.
Yeah, it just melted
I have
off.
fire resistance. I'm fine.
Are you doing bad?
Oh god. Yeah, I'm fine. There's the Karen. Zithra. Take care of it. You did the last couple.
I'll go ahead and do that.
Thank you for all your service, Swishy.
And I'll send him off. I'm gonna put up Beacon of Hope. If
Dang.
you wanna do something.
Sithra, are you walking towards the last soul, Karen?
Yeah.
You go up and you pull out the Sword of Radiance like you have before.
What's up, guys?
As you get closer to it, you begin to feel just the overwhelming presence of dread. You don't know if it's the Soul Cairn itself or this building right in front of you, but it is just immense. You feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders right here. You can hear the cries and the torment of the people around you. And as you hear them crying out, you strike the first chain. And when you do, you're used to this now. You kind of dug your foot in. You take the 5 points of damage, but you don't move. You wipe the blade off a little bit, and you swing again, hit the chain. It sparks, but you see the chain snap on the second swing. And you go to the last remaining chain. And as you arch your arm up, about to swing again, you stop right before you swing. And you see before you an ethereal spirit slowly walking towards you. This form is in the form of an unmistakable form. It's a Githyanki. You can tell by its body shape, its ears. As it walks towards you, the voice that was once whimpered, it gets stronger as it gets closer. You can hear it more and more as it approaches you. Free us at last, please, sister. Free us from this wretched man. Please. Please. And they fall to their knees in front of you. And as that second chain is broken, the veil begins to kind of lift. This, what was a black form, you couldn't see any features, begins to reveal itself. The blackness comes away and you can see that it is your cousin. End this once and for all. Don't trust. She's out of breath. She can barely speak. Don't trust. And she just falls forward into the ground. And you see now this corpse laying before you. Baffled and kind of curious what she was saying. You shake your head and you strike the last chain, and when you do, it breaks. And you see the soul cairn begin to shake and rumble. And you begin to see this shooting of these spirits come up out of the ground in the cracks beneath you. And they begin to levitate right around this crystal. And as this crystal is shaking forward, you see it begin to crumble one piece at a time as it crumbles into this pile of dust. The air around all of you at this point begins to thicken. And there's this unbearable pressure that begins to press down on you. The sky above you, the very sky that you've been seeing this entire time, begins to shudder. You can see now there's almost like a quake that's happening. Not only earthly, but above you as well. It feels like the whole area around you is shaking. And for a moment, after this cairn has crumbled into dust, there's this moment of silence. But it's like an oppressive silence. It's an uninvited silence. You don't like how silent it is right now. It's like you're in this dark, vast area of nothingness. And then like a crack of a storm splitting the air, you begin to hear Vragorath's voice. It's booming. It's enraged. It's filled with this absolute fury, and it now literally shakes the earth beneath you. What was just at that point audible in the last couple times, this time his voice, with how close you are, it begins to literally shake the ground you're standing on. You have proven to be a thorn in my side for the last time. If you want to die, then come die. The sky begins to darken even further now. With this unnatural cloud that begins to press down before you, the temple opening above you where the building had crumbled, it all now is this deep green fog, and it intensifies, shrouding the platforms that you saw before you floating. Those little rock platforms with the foliage on them now are completely enveloped by this fog. You cannot see anything in the sky. Come to me now. He demands this with his voice shaking the ground beneath which you stand. Fight me. Fight a true God. This challenge begins to literally make you focus more than you've ever focused before. You all feel now, as your adventure is led up to this exact moment, this final battle, you all feel this wave of adrenaline and focus take over your bodies.
That's a lot of boys.
Yes, it is.
Anybody naked?
Every
Fuck, nobody's naked.
every step towards this fortress will be fraught with danger. But now with the destruction of all
you
the
guys are
soul
doing
cairns,
Have fun.
with the destruction of every single soul cairn now, his power has been unmistakably weakened. And you are all now prepared for the ultimate test. You are about to face the Dark Lord himself, the one that has reigned over
Sauron.
Akhlys now for some time. Your hearts begin to beat quickly with focus. As you all stand up with Beacon of Hope on down there, you begin to heal up. You wipe the dust off your pants, off your armor. And you look forward now at this building and you can see that there is a small door. A regular human-sized door this time. Not massive in stature. But it's a double door that is sealed, that has just now unmistakably opened on its own. And you can see inside, you see this large hallway with these large pillars that line this beautiful rug that lays on the ground. At this point, Azadeth, you kind of lose a little bit of your consciousness again like you did in the other area. You begin to start seeing things. You have to wipe your eyes, and when you do, you still see them. But now you're seeing a vision again. A glimpse into the past. You see now with the doors behind you now shut, you see there's a bunch of elven warriors holding the door as it shakes back each time from the outside invaders, which you knew from your vision before was Legolas and these others. You see now that there's mothers and their children taking spots to hide on the sides of this room. Some of them are flipping over furniture and getting behind it and anxiously watching the front door. You see that who you believe is Vragorath is in the middle, pointing people to other areas. He's telling the children to run to this way, and he's helping, escorting mothers to the back of this large hall. You overhear him speaking to one of the guards. It's as if you were right there next to him. Have them hold the door as long as they can. I will do what I can to cast any kind of spell to defend us. And you see at this point, Vragorath, or who you think is, this black-haired elf, pull out the staff off of his back. He begins to focus and shove it into the ground, and then when he does, you see this large wave of energy begin to emanate from his staff. And it begins to encapsulate everyone in the room inside of it. At this point, you see the elves in the front holding the door as long as they can. But it's just not enough. It takes about another 30 seconds, and then they're overwhelmed. The door swings open. And quickly, when the door swings open, you see a bunch of these mages, some of these holding staves, some others holding shields and these curved swords, quickly come in and begin to lacerate these guards. They're falling quickly, and they're getting overwhelmed. 10 seconds, 15 seconds go by, and now this invading army of elves is completely filled the hallway. This entire room now. And they begin to go over to the mothers, some of them grabbing the mothers by their hair and throwing them, others just stabbing the mothers themselves as they fall unconscious. Some lay dead right in front of their children. You see that the guards are then forcefully grabbing the children and leading them out. And you see Vragorath, or who you believe is, standing in the middle, sweating profusely as he's holding this spell, but each time he does, it begins to dampen. And when it dampens, these elves are going and grabbing the children that are outside of the bubble. And you see Legolas walking up, and as he is, he has his staff, and he's blasting this magical spell into the bubble each time. You see Vragorath is just drenched in sweat. Legolas says, "You cannot hold this much longer. Let me through." Vragorath just holds his stance, not saying a word. But the bubble continues to get shorter and shorter and shorter, and the remaining children and females and the warriors begin to run to get inside of it. And Legolas begins to continue to cast spells at this bubble. "Give me what is mine, brother!" As he does, it just continues the wave breaking, until the very last moment the bubble dissipates completely. And all the guards grab the remaining children and females, and they slay the remaining guards. And now this black-haired elf, Vragorath, stands on his own, defeated, on his knees, covered in sweat. Legolas walks up to him and grabs him by his coat. He holds him up. "You will not hold me back any longer. This is my kingdom, my domain." And with his last breath, Vragorath quickly grabs at his hip. You see him grab this arcane focus. He says, "This isn't over, brother." And he throws it into the ground. As it shatters, you see that Vragorath quickly disappears, with a puff of purple smoke behind him. And Legolas stands there. "No!" He turns and he says, "Escort them all out now. Take them back." And as he does, he storms out with the guards behind him. And they leave out the front door. And then the veil is broken, and you see what is before you. And then you hear the voice. "Now do you see? He took everything from me. My children, my family, my friends, my kingdom, my own brother. He took it all from me."
Well, if you could hear this, but it didn't give you any right to invade our world.
It's the only domain I had left. And I had no power to get back home. The only way I could do it was to gather power. And I was so close. So close.
Your time is over now.
What if we give you Legolas?
This is just to add to that.
Defeated. Oh, sorry. Fuck. I'm just talking to myself over here. Sorry.
You know, I think we should give him.
I think we should just give him Legolas, you know? Like, maybe...
yeah.
Yeah, you know?
With almost a defeated voice, Azeth. "Very well. Come do what you must. But no, you cannot defeat me in my domain. There is one cairn left, and I feed off of it. But I hope you know who you fight for. I hope you know who you stand for."
We fight for us. We fight for the GOA. We fight for Akilus.
"That's what you think. You have been a tool on his hip, and you've done everything he's needed. You have wiped out my remaining forces, and you're giving him the keys to the last door he needs to take over this world and yours. If you think you're strong enough to take him on your own, you are such a fool. This veil will be broken when I die, and the entire world and realm itself will collapse when he takes over. Why do you think he's held you back from your power? Are you that naive? Every moment you get close to unlocking new powers, every moment you read a book that you know you shouldn't read but you want to, every time you learn new abilities, he limits you. Every single time. But yet you continue to listen to what he says. You and your party. You had a noble cause, but so did I.
I don't know about that one.
I wanted to be home with my family. The only way I could was to gain my power back. How do you think that Legolas gained his power? What did he tell you? The explosion event? That was his excuse? He built his tower on the remaining essence of what was left? Nonsense. He fed off of the souls that died from that event. The tower you guarded with your whole life, your family guarded with your whole life. All they did was feed off of the souls of the lost. I at least used them to try to bring back my family and this kingdom, but he used it for raw power.
It was chaos and killed so many people.
And you
That's
don't
all
think
we're worried
he
about
did?
now.
He
Take him
killed
on afterwards. We'll kill you
millions.
both.
Good luck. If you defeat me, I am just a stepping stone to what he is. You do not understand the true power that he holds. My soul clans hold 1,000, maybe hundreds of thousands of lives. You don't know what he holds under his kingdom. He holds the souls of millions. Those children you saw, he fed off of them. And you defend him and fight for him like a tool. Very well, come fight me.
Keep yapping.
Fight me.
See you soon.
And you see that veil break. You all rest before the last door. There's a moment where now, Baslin, you feel this immense peace take over you. Sadius, you the same. As you feel your gods are fully connected to you at this point, more than they ever have been. A bubble appears over you all. A bubble of pure light. And you see your wounds, all the scratches in your armor, all the spells that you have expanded, all the soreness in your body is healed within the brink of a second. The bubble dissipates and you have all now gotten a long rest. You're fully healed.
Hell yeah.
And in the next session, you guys will walk into the doors of the final battle.
And we're going from this island straight to the next one. Is that right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, we're here.
You're here.
Oh, we're here. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is it.
Yep.
Cool. I don't know how
That's-
long that takes, but I will probably try to commune with Legolas at some point if we're sitting here for like an hour or something.
Yeah, we can do that.
I don't know if I hear anything, but keep that in mind.
What do you
I'll
say?
Try to... That we need to talk. I'd like to
I gotta
ask
get off
questions
your
about
power.
the visions.
Okay, so.
Yep.
See ya.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it tonight or anything, but
Yeah. Gotcha.
or if it's